Why, hello there, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Mark, and welcome back to another episode of the Rogue-A-Thon, the series where I play roguelike games from my Steam library, while also talking about their design. First, I'm going to be playing through a run, kind of showcasing the game as a whole, and then I will, give my impressions on the game as a whole. So, timestamps below if you want to skip ahead. Today, we're taking a look at a very peaceful-looking game called Sephiria, something like that. Now this is a pretty basic top-down action roguelike. Now the reason why this really is something that I've been looking forward to showcasing is because this is a the next installment of a game from a company that did Dungreed. That's right. This is the second game from the people that made Dungreed. Now, Dungreed is, for those of you who don't know, also a pretty straightforward 2D action roguelike, but one that I very much adored, thought was fantastic. So this is just a their second game, all things considered, and it's really cool because if you've played Dungreed, then you can immediately recognize a lot of the style of this game, not only from a visual standpoint, but even audio-wise, and a lot of the gameplay that we're obviously going to be talking about in just a moment. But effectively, yeah, this game is something I was really looking forward to coming out, because I remember when they announced they were making a second game, and I was like, hell yeah, because Dungreed is honestly a massive hidden gem that I'm really hoping is just gonna get more and more recognition, because it really does deserve it. So yeah, Sephiria, again, I don't know how to call it, is definitely different in some ways, while also really still being very close to its predecessor, right? So I'm really excited to talk about all of that, because there's a lot that I want to bring up. Now we are going to be what we're gonna do? I am tired, by the way, today. I feel like that was pretty obvious from my intro, because even I, listening to myself saying that intro, was like, man, I sound tired. Don't worry, I still got plenty. I got my notes, I got everything I want to say, but yeah, I'm going to be playing. I'm gonna try to play maybe like a weird build to start off with, because, well, maybe not. No, I scrap that. I was planning on doing a friend build. Maybe we'll do a friend build later. I think I should start with a basic build first. Maybe we can do a skelly boy build to start off with. So I'm going to be showcasing. I'm going to try to do 2 runs. Right? I'm going to do 1 run first. Then do my rant, and then I'll do another spicy run where we'll try to do something a little crazy. Now, the first one I'm going to plan on doing is using the massive big sword, and I'm trying to like complete the game with every single costume, because they're the different characters pretty much. So all the ones in a border right now are the ones that I've completed this stuff with. So I'm thinking, you know what, maybe Skelly Bro. Our max health is set to a certain amount, which is not ideal, but we get to revive multiple times. So this is just pretty rough for the final boss, which I will hopefully be able to showcase on the stream. Now, I have been playing this game quite a bit. I am theoretically 97% completed with everything. So I've beaten the final boss multiple times. I've gone to a pretty high difficulty on the hard mode, where it's kind of like your heat system. I've gone to a lot. I mean, I've already gone to tier 10, so now my next one can be tier 12 or 13, which I'm not going to showcase this time around. But yeah, I've gone to do a lot of this stuff already. Yeah, I mean, I've completed pretty much everything. So I know exactly how this game really feels, and I'm pretty excited to share all my thoughts on it, because there's a lot of interesting aspects to this game that I'm excited to showcase. So with that out of the way, I'm thinking I'm thinking of going for a full-on offensive build here. Swiftness plus crit. So basically we have a lot more crit stuff. Whenever we do a crit, we also deal additional damage from our highest element. We also have more attack speed with more dash and increased dash recovery speed and total weapon attack damage. Blah blah blah. And yeah, so we're gonna go with this build to start off with. I want to brag that I got a new phone. It's the only thing I own. Hey, I know that feeling. And you know what? Congratulations on getting a new phone. Seriously. I only get a new phone when my old phone dies. I really don't care about, you know, like looking for the new stuff, so I completely understand that feeling. So you know what? Congratulations, CT. You deserve it. Now, before we get started, of course, we do want to make sure that we give our Cookie Lords and Savior a click. Now, we are getting, yeah, we're at 6 quadrillion. We are really starting to, you know, kind of get, like, stuck right now. We can buy Prism, but, you know, nothing too crazy right now. I'm thinking we're going to go on a Legacy soon enough. I kind of want to see the One Mind, but it's still going to take a hot second. So, yeah, that's something I'll have to think about, right? But in any case, until then, we don't have to think about it too much. So, yeah, let me showcase this little Skelly bro with the big sword. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's start a normal run. We're not going to do a hard run, so theoretically I could do some whatever I want. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. Okay, so now if you are planning on playing this game, I will say right now, I'm also going to say at the beginning of my rant, this is going to be a pretty heavy spoiler kind of like video and stream, considering this game is pretty, you know, pretty heavy on... Oh my gosh, wait a minute. What is that? Lightning damage up, but fire damage down. Interesting. I could try to go for... I mean, that probably means I could try to go for lightning damage, because that's a really good find early. It really kind of like sets up for a particular build. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so again, like this game is pretty big on like spoilers and like the adventure side of things. So maybe I'll just kill myself before I get to the final boss if that's something that we want to do. Although I do want to complete the run with this guy to try to complete everything. But this is like going to be a, you know, an action game that is kind of like room by room setup, as you can see. So, you know, we've got our first room here. Kill everybody. We have a little special attack. Honk. It's like a big swirly attack, which is nice. Oh, what is that up there? Can I even go over there? I don't think I can. Maybe it's another secret. Oh, maybe not. 2009. You have a Bluetooth or even Android. I love it. I love it. Hey, what's on the chopping block for tonight? Yeah, so today we're, again, playing this lovely game that I'm very excited to showcase. So, you know, pretty straightforward top-down action roguelike, all things considered. But this is one of those, like, action roguelikes that has a lot of really hidden, awesome little hidden aspects to it. So I'm excited for you all to see it. And again, if you are interested in playing this, then I would actually, you know, say, unless you don't care about spoilers, you know, again, I'm going to be spoiling a lot of this stuff. All right, so let me show how a lot of the cool mechanics are in this game. So we have an inventory, and this is a inventory management game. So we are going to be full on this inventory, and we are just going to have to decide where to put things and all that good stuff. So as you can see, we have a few items that have little stars. These are going to be our basic passive items, but we also have some other things that just don't have stars and that just have those numbers. These are there to upgrade the passive items. Now, obviously, we're going to have to place them accordingly on our inventory in order to, you know, make sure that we can get the right combinations of things and blah blah blah. So for instance, I don't want to do a fire thing because we did get a pretty cool potion to try to go for lightning damage. I think I'm going to try to go for lightning stuff. Maybe I'm going to reroll, be greedy. Ooh, never mind. I'm going to grab this. That's a pretty cool stuff. So this shade I'm going to put, and it says the condition here is that it needs to be on the top portion of my inventory, which I did, but is going to upgrade every single one of my items in the bottom portion of my inventory by +1 level, which will make a bit more sense once we actually get to collect some of those passive items. But I'm sure you can already get an idea of where this is going to go. We're going to go down. We can choose multiple spots here. I'm going to go for some money, I guess. Sure, but that was a bad selection of rooms, I will say. We're looking, obviously, for some... okay, let's get some health. We're looking for some... cool starting things to put into our inventory, not money right now, but money will do. Preparing my attack for a big slash. Look for our friends. Boom. And you can start. Okay, that was a bad play on my end, but now once again, since I am playing on easy difficulty at this point, this is a rogue-lite, so my meta progression is probably going to make this pretty easy, all things considered. Once again, I am going to try to go for a much harder run after my rant after this run. So right now, this is more of like going to be a pretty easy like time just to showcase some of the unique mechanics and the overall vibe of this game. So we've got our oozes to kill. We've got all that good bologna sandwich as always. Is shade stackable and items in general? Was that what it's called? Okay, so shade, nothing is stackable. Everything you grab is going to have to take one inventory spot. Now, if we got another shade, we could put it here, and then everything gets +2, +2. So there are a few unique mechanics so you can, like, there are some builds that will actually kind of change some of these mechanics. So there is actually a starting build where instead of having duplicates, you do actually stack them, and then they just increase the efficiency by an extra portion. We got a frozen thing. We're not going for frozen. We could try to go for a planet thing. But planet things don't really work out. We have +10 HP. I'm looking for something offensive here. Gain the frozen touch buff whenever you inflict frostbite. We're not planning on doing frostbite. I'm still trying to get for lightning because getting this potion early can really change everything. I'm going to do one roll here. Deal 10% additional enemies to full health. +2 lightning damage. Okay. We currently don't have a way of dealing lightning damage, but it could be a start. I'm going to try to force lightning because, again, this is an easy run, so I can kind of do whatever I want. So I'm going to grab this Firefly. Now, this Firefly right now does +2 lightning damage, but it deactivates for 6 seconds upon getting hit because +2 is pretty good for an item all by itself. But if I were to upgrade it, it would be +4 and +7 at level 2. So right now, if I bring it down here, it's now +4. And it could go +7 if it's a level 2 instead, and there are multiple ways of getting this to level 2, obviously. So that's kind of the idea what you can expect from the inventory management. Now, once again, there are different builds that allow you to play this pretty differently. One in particular is going to be this guy. If we went for the Wisdom talent tree, all artifacts are forced to have a unique effect. That doesn't matter, but when acquiring the same artifact, they merge and the artifact level increases by 1 automatically. So you don't get duplicates anymore, but you could just immediately automatically level up 1 artifact. And that sometimes can be good or bad, depending on what kind of thing you're looking for, right? Because sometimes you might want duplicates of your artifacts. This talent stuff is really cool. It really does change a lot of your playstyle. Right now, again, we're going for critical build with attack speed, but another one that I personally adore is the survival with this insane, unique mechanic for the final version of the survival skill tree here, which is shrinks your inventory by a bajillion, but the tablets can be imprinted into your inventory. This means that if I were to look at my inventory and I was playing that build, right, I would have way less space, but if I right-clicked on the shade would disappear, and that would stay permanently in my inventory, which is so cool. And I'm going to say right now, as a spoiler warning on my rant, something I wish was not one path, but kind of a permanent feature that could be used sometimes. That would be my preference. But in any case, it's a really cool build that you can go for, and I've won a lot of builds with that build. Be a 20 luck. Yeah, I actually haven't played a 20 luck build. But I think we are going to go for 20 luck because what I'm planning on doing for the next run is going for a friend build. And friend builds I've tried, and they're terrible. But it's also because you need a lot of very specific artifacts. And if we go for the luck build, then we are going to be able to actually re-roll a bunch of items and stuff, I think. Oh no, it's this one. It's the Wisdom. You can reroll each item reward once. I mean, bring artifacts at the end of... Actually, we could go for both. We could go for both and try to go for a friend build and get a bajillion, like a bunch of friends. I've tried it once. It really sucked, but it was very fun to just have a bunch of your friends at all times. So we're going to try to do that on our next run. Did we find everything? Yeah, we found everything. So we can get out of here. Hope to find some artifacts. Tablet. Experience. Let's go for Anvil, because the Anvil can really switch your weapon around quite a bit. Yeah, luck builds are always fun. So luck is just in this game, the only thing luck really does is increases the probability of finding more powerful items or rarer items. I guess is a better way of saying it. Which is you know, I mean, hey, that's probably one of the most fun parts of games, right? So again, in terms of our actual gameplay and our controls, we're pretty limited. So also you can realize that, yeah, we are getting levels every now and then. It just gets us new stuff. Ooh, successful dash attacks grant 1 storm cloud. Dash attacks suck in this game, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for the gold lock. It gives us a bunch of free attack, but it can only work if it doesn't have things on the sides. And right now we don't have anything on the sides. So currently we have just a flat plus 12% damage increase, which could go up to 25. But again, you can't have anything on the side. So late game is not as great when we have a bunch of stuff on the board. But for now, it's a pretty easy flat damage increase, so we'll grab it. Screw you. Now, also, I don't know if you might have realized, we do have mana. Mana in this game is a bit weird, all things considered. Now, we could use the mana for multiple things. The only thing right now that we care for is our big swing attack, the boom, which I have to build up for, right? That does use a mana, as you're probably able to see by now. Every time I use it, if you look at my bar right now, it goes down to, well, it uses 15 mana, all things considered. All right, we got the anvil. Anvil is going to permanently change our weapon with a choice of a few things. Special attack changes to resemble. When using resemble, your blade lengthens for 8 seconds, allowing continuous normal attacks, with each attack dealing an additional 15 damage. I have no idea exactly what that means, but it sounds pretty cool. Double the recharge time of your special attack, but the whirlwind is increased. The whirlwind. Oh, but increased normal attack damage. Okay, I see. So if we don't care about our big swing attack, we could just go all in on just normal attacks. I'm gonna be honest. Normal attacks, that kind of stuff, doesn't really matter too much for like the better builds, but we're still trying to find something cool. Or we could go try to commit to a cold build. I'm really trying to push for a lightning build. I know we haven't gotten any of them, but still. When direct attack, deal additional damage to the target equal to 30% of cold damage. That's really good if we're going for cold. But let's try the bone gear blade. Special adjustments to resemble. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so now perform normal attacks without stopping. I don't really know what that means, but alright, well, I guess it's like a... I guess we're just continuously dealing normal attacks without us doing the combo. It's interesting. Alright, well, you know, that's something. So I guess we don't have our big swing attack anymore, but hey, now we can do some wonk, whack, 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 whack. Oh, it's kind of cool, actually. It does kind of change things, I will say. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. So we're going for like again, we're going for a crit build with like lightning stuff. Ooh, that's a lightning thing. Recover 1 per 5 seconds if storm cloud is below 10. Okay, so the whole lightning build is the storm cloud build. So a lot of things are going to generate storm clouds if you're going for lightning. That's like most of your damage from lightning stuff. So this every 4 seconds, we're going to recover 1 storm cloud. And you can see we have a little storm cloud right there. This storm cloud right now only deals damage once. But again, it goes up and up and up until we get to 10, thanks to this guy. And, you know, storm cloud just randomly deals damage to things around us. It's nothing too fancy, but you will be able to increase the power of the storm clouds through a bunch of items. So we're just getting that storm cloud, you know, kind of getting started. We got a secret wall here. And more XP. Run away from the XP. No! Okay. And we can get the hell out of here. We got a mini boss. So let's do that. Mini boss is pretty great. With some XP for the funsies. It's gonna level up. Oh gosh, stop giving me ice things. My gosh, we could have had a crazy ice build right now. None of these are good, really. I mean, I could go for this handshake, but that handshake is just not great in my opinion. So I'm just gonna reroll. No lightning stuff. Oh, higher experience though is pretty good. Early on, getting plus 10% XP, and we could try to level this up even more if we get this early. So okay, let's get our big swing thing going. You can see like the cloud, like every now and then striking enemies. You know, it's pretty decent, pretty straightforward. But okay, that was poorly timed on my end. It's all good. Yeah, look at that storm cloud doing its thing. Good for you. All right. Nothing here. Let's go here. Re-trigger our thingy. Bonk, 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 bonk. So yeah, once again, you don't have too many controls in this game. The game really tries to just have very basic controls. You can dash attack, although again, I don't think dash attack is great. And you have your swings, otherwise that kind of finish with a combo. Followed by that's it. Yeah, you could just charge up a dash. You could charge up a special attack, which varies from one weapon to another. But nothing fancy. Okay, lightning stuff. Nope. Haste. What does haste do? Gain a buff that increases attack speed and move speed by 15%. Oh, it's just a scroll. Really nothing too crazy, I'll say. Let's just get more money. And again, can I do this actually? Let me see. No, it needs to have a free spot entirely. Now let's do more XP drop still. Well, actually, no more money probably. Yeah, let's do more money early on. Mini boss. This is always the same guy. He is extremely easy. So. I mean, I still took damage, but I don't really care too much. But, you know, very basic stuff, as you can see. Let's... Oh, I don't have enough mana to get my stuff twice. Alright, there we go. That was our mini-boss. It does get more challenging as we play. Ooh, we got some few things here. Magic damage, I don't care about that. Max MP... Rain of arrows. Again, cold damage stuff. Stop giving me cold stuff! Where's my lightning stuff? Come on! We can have a mini ballista. It summons a companion, and that companion is going to shoot things automatically. And it has a 20% chance to gain a storm cloud. So we can do that. And yeah, we can do... You know what? I'm going to go more support first, and then we'll go offensive. So now we got a little friendo. Look at us. That friend is following our movement. I didn't even know he would do that. We can get out of here, and we're already on the first boss. First boss. Oh, we got the variant of the first boss. That's actually the hardest fight you can get. There are multiple bosses you could find at the end of the first floor. This is one of them. Hello, yes. I'm Odner. Shall we begin? Sure thing, Odner. Let's begin. Okay, so Odner is kind of the explosive guy. Things go boom. It's okay. Nothing too crazy. He's gonna go up. He's gonna fall down. Oh, he went for my guy. Yeah, for some reason, like your little friends can take aggro, which is really also why I really want to do a friend build. It's just so funny to me to have a friend build. It's just terrible, but it's very enjoyable. My friend is dead. It's gonna go boom. Okay, there you go. Again, pretty easy things to be expected early on. Does get harder, but we are also playing on easy difficulty. So when you finish, you get some new rerolls. You also get to choose one of these things as well as an artifact. So we got a one that can just immediately increase the power level of a relic by 3, which is pretty solid. And then we can get in an actual relic, which of course we don't have a single lightning thing. Cold damage. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna reroll. Magic. Healing. Dude, this is terrible. I mean, that's what I get for trying to force something, I guess. Fire damage, hilarious. Ember, hilarious. We got fire stuff. We just don't... Oh my gosh. Gain shield. I don't care about shield. MP steal. Inflict corrosion on enemies. You have damage that are 3 or more tiles away. Okay, sure, we can start inflicting corrosion on things for some reason. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this here, and I'm gonna level up my experience by a little bit. And now we can inflict corrosion on enemies that we hit, which is a little debuff that deals 20 damage. It's really nothing too crazy. It doesn't scale. But let's finally drink our potion and really commit to what we should not be committing to. But I don't care. I want more thunder damage. Screw you, fire damage. Nobody likes you. And then we can move on to our next location. Get our health back. Moving on. The beginning of this map is always really, really cool. You get to see this little area right here. Everything is broken, which is kind of sad. There's a little shopkeeper right there, but that's about it. Unless there's some secrets around, but... which again, is kind of like what I'm hoping for in this game, is to have a bajillion amount of secrets, which there are originally. Critical chance for lightning attacks. That's pretty good. I do like lightning damage. Let's do that. Critical chance for lightning attack is increased, and reduced cold damage. Screw you, cold damage. Nobody likes you. So we're really forcing this build unnecessarily, but hey, we do what we do. Let's go down and let's go for the anvil. I want to see the second upgrade for what we picked because I've never picked it. I'm still not fully committed to it, but yeah, whatever. All right, let's charge up our thing. Hello, guys. Bonk, 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 bonk. All right, cool. No secret walls here. Oh, round 2. Come here, guys. Bump, 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 bump. This guy's gonna... Oh, I didn't even see this guy. We leveled up. Cool. Every time we level up, we also get some health, so it's quite nice. What do we got? Ooh, +2/+2 on the side. This is really solid. More fire stuff. Chance that enemies drop like storm clouds when they die. I don't care about that. I'm just gonna do this. That's really solid. It's gonna give +2/+2 on each side. That's really, really good. So now we have increased critical chance with our lightning attacks. We will get a really powerful lightning build. It will happen. Bonk, 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 bonk. Are we done? Cool. Is this the anvil? Yes, it is. Let's see the next thing. Increase the range of reassemble attacks. An attack speed gradually becomes up to 35% faster. Reset when you stop attacking. That's cool. So that means that I go boom, 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 boom. That's so cool. That's really fun. All right. I'm liking this. This is cool now. This is cool. Cool. All right. Moving on. I think that's the full room here. Yep. Let's get out of here. Experience plus money. Sure. Let's do experience plus money. We are still looking for better artifacts overall, so we'll go for here. Someone's been here chilling. Without me. Ooh. Level up. Nice. Gain a storm cloud after each combat. Outside of combat. And plus more lightning damage. Hell yeah. Cool. So now we're gonna get even more storm clouds. Alright, let's start up a thing. Bonk. Never stop attacking. I don't care if I take damage. It's worth it. Very much is not worth it, but it was fun to do. Okay, well, I should try not to be too greedy with it, but it's a cool thing. It's a risk versus reward thing, right? Obviously, we took an immense amount of damage, but hey, it was fun. Oh wait, dash doesn't count as stopping attacking? What? Oh, that's broken. Something that just increases power level of everything on the row. Nice. Okay, we can do that. So that means that now this is pretty much already fully upgraded. So let's move this. Okay, we need to move this here. Move this here. So our little buddy is not going to deal more damage, I guess. Yeah, we can do that. All right, cool. And let's continue to go. Wait. So let me double check this. Oh my gosh, I can dash through all this? Wow, that's very generous. Also, I love how the sword expands when you do this. That is very generous. Holy. Now, it does cost a little bit of mana, which I don't really have a good way of getting mana back. Well, actually, no, I do have a... Don't I have, like, that thing that steals mana from enemies? Maybe I do. Let's move the flat damage health away and have an OP last row. Yeah, I could do that, but the thing, I mean, it's only +1/+1 on these areas. You do make a good point, though. It's not a bad idea. Although, the other things I don't really need. I mean, I can move this to get -4. You know what? You make a good point. I'm going to look at it this way. +8 is pretty solid. I'm going to be greedy and, again, really, like, prioritize plus experience points at the moment. But yeah, I can do this. It does give me an extra spot for someone else as well to get leveled up. That's pretty solid. What do we have here? Hey, hello, shopkeeper. What do you got for me? Plus 25% consumption speed of storm clouds. Now, we are looking for something specific, but this is also going to work for now. Cool. So now we got more storm cloud shenanigans. Do you talk? No, you're just, like, randomly there. Also, I've realized that you can attack NPCs, and it's giving me a big warning that says, careful, this will drastically change things if you kill an NPC. So I'm thinking of doing it, because I want to know what happens. So I'm going to do it. Okay, so what happens now? Oh gosh. Whoa, wait a minute. Holy. Oh my gosh! Holy! Wait, I'm stuck on the... I was stuck on the freaking thing. Holy! Whoa, 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 whoa. You're getting rid of all my... Ah! Gosh, it goes the entire freaking... Holy! Okay. The entire merchant guild is now hostile towards you. I could just steal everything? Oh. Oh no. Okay. Good to know. All right, well then. That's pretty bad. We lost all our health. And now, apparently, they really all want to kill me. They have committed a terrible deed. Barter decreased. Yeah, no wonder. Welp! I'm trying to think. So again, like, I don't care too much about optimizing a lot of this stuff at the moment. I could do... You know what I could do? I could do this. Flip this around to give, like, something +3 instead. I don't know what I would want to give +3. In which case, I could actually do this. And then, like, everything gets a level. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Now, I might do this instead. I do like my little guy. Oh, okay. I can dodge the next 3 attacks if I stand in that thing, but I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, well, we are a little screwed now that we lost all our lives, but it'll be cool. We got roots. So this is kind of gives us like a massive buff for the entire run that is build specific. MP regeneration, cold damage, or extra storm cloud, more storm cloud, more lightning damage, and another one of these guys. Hell yeah. Boom. Storm build, baby. Cool. So now we're going to do a lot more storm damage, lightning damage. Also, how many revives I have? Yeah, I mean, the shopkeeper, you know, in most these games, never screw around with the shopkeeper. That is the moral of the story. Oh gosh, this boss. Oh gosh, this boss is hard. I've only fought this boss like once. It's a really hard boss. It's a really, really hard boss. Ooh, Joss. Ooh, gosh. Oh, gosh, no! Jeez, I dashed into it. Okay. Well, now I know what to expect from trying to kill a shopkeeper. Good to know. That was not a good idea. I almost 100% everything. I think once I do this. Oh, did I do it? Did I do 100%? I think that's 100% of my skill tree. I think so. It's hard to see visually, but yeah, I think that's everything in this early access. Again, this is early access, so hell yeah. You can see stats. Gotta love your stats. And I'll do one more run before. I mean, I could theoretically. You know what? No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the stupid. I'm gonna try the friend build now, and then I'll do my rant. Friend build, we take the mole because the mole has less defense, less move speed, but companion damage is increased, and we start with a mole. Look at that! Look at this guy, ain't he cute? I'm also gonna grab the shield for this run. I can block it a little bit. We have a little mole friend now. So now we're gonna switch around our talents. We're gonna reset. We're gonna go. Oh, reset. I said. Oh yeah, yeah. Cool. So we're gonna go. More health and more attack. If you forfeit an item, you will gain a dice. And then we're gonna go for. There we go. So we can now. We get more stuff. Again, all artifacts. Oh, shoot. Wait, no, I don't want that. Because I want potentially more friends. Never mind. This thing is just good for late for like future runs. It's not very interesting in my opinion. I can try to shrink my inventory. I can do the inventory shrinking. That could be fun. Shrink your inventory, but now tablets are infused. I think I'm going to try that with this build. I've never done it with this build. And gives the rest to luck. So now we're looking for a bunch of friends. Is kind of like the idea. And we're going to go for friend builds. So I think we got everything we need here. So we're not going for like lightning stuff or elemental stuff. We're going for friends. We are looking for as many friends as possible. Now, my inventory is way smaller now. But again, I can now inscribe relics. Now, we're going to be way weaker in general, unless we find a really, really perfect build. We are not going to be doing a lot of damage early on. But again, the idea is that we're building to finding all our good friends, like this little fellow right here, who is lovely. We're going to call him Charlie. This is Charlie. And Charlie is just the beginning of this whole journey that we have. It will get absolutely crazy later on. Blocking with my shield. Blocking doesn't really do much. But, you know, it's there, you know. It's cool. Let's also not forget to look for secret rooms. In the meantime, money here. Beautiful. All right, we're looking for... We could go for here and immediately try to go for companion stuff. I think I'm going for to do that. So this is, again, like giving us like a full-on build preset thing. Looking for companions. Nope, nope, nope. None of these are companions. That's health. That's attack speed. We don't care about any stuff. Companions? No. We could go for 10 die. Frost stuff. 10 diamonds does give us more companions. Let's do it. I'm never taking this one, but I feel like all we need are just more companions, right? Mini boss plus a tablet is pretty solid. We are extremely weak right now. We have like nothing. But it's okay. We don't need much because we have friends. We have Charlie with us right now. And Charlie is going to get so powerful, you have no idea. Look, Charlie's already doing all the stuff over there. All by himself. Charlie's just doing great. Yeah, we did level up. Hopefully that we can find... We are going to, like, very aggressively be looking for specific relics when we level up. There are very few... things for companions in this game. It's really not a build you're supposed to go for, but we are going to do it. So there you go. Look, my friend's back. Okay, friend build. Is this friends? No. Friends? No. Friends? No. Friends? No. Friends? No. Okay, so we didn't find a single friend. Now, I could go for corrosions at the start. Inflict corrosion on enemies you have damage that are 3 or more tiles away. That's pretty good to have early when we don't have a good build. Because at least we have some sort of flat damage. That's the mini boss over there, so we're not going to do that right now. So now, like, they should... Right? Like, why isn't the corrosion happening? Wait, what? What did the thing say? Is when I take damage? Is that what it's happening? If that's the case, then I misread it, and it's terrible. I hope it's not when I take damage. Actually, can you deal damage to me? Why aren't... Okay, I'm confused. Let me reread this again. Inflict corrosion on enemies you have damaged that are 3 or more tiles away. Why isn't this working? I'm confused. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so again, we're looking for, like, the better things here. Ignore artifact constraints. There really are not that many artifact constraints. Let me actually write something down while I'm here. Okay. Okay. We'll just grab plus 3 on everything here. That's pretty solid, but no. Let's do... Oh, no, not this one. Let's just do this one. +1 on all these things, and I can go boop, and now it's officially forever here. Maybe you're too melee. You are too melee to proc it. Oh, 3 tiles away! Well, that means you have damage that are 3 or more... I'm so stupid. You're absolutely right. I misread this, how it works. Oh, God, how did I misread this? Yeah, it's the complete opposite of what I want. Wait, what if you deal damage? Do you count as me doing damage to you? To them? No? No. Okay, so this actually does not work at all. It's terrible. This is gonna be a long fight. Doop, doop, doop. Come on, buddy. Charlie, come on, Charlie, you got this. Come on, Charlie. No, Charlie, no! She'll pay for it. All right, what do we got? Critical chance, don't care. Get a buff that increase all damage. Whatever. All right, let's start looking aggressively for things here. Oh, shade. Wait. How does that work with an uneven... I hope it increases all of these. Right? Please? Please? It does. Good. Okay, so that was definitely the right call. Inscribe it. Boop. Cool. All right. So we're just upgrading our artifacts, but we just don't have good artifacts. So, you know, don't know if I fell into a hole. It's okay. I don't need anything. Still looking for more friends. Looking for friends. What could give us more friends? Oh my gosh, none of these are the things I want. It's fine, we'll go this way. This is miserable, but again, that's the point. It's gonna work. It's going to work. Last hit of the combo deals crit damage. No, nope, 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 nope. Let's reroll. MP steal. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That's Almost like friends, but it's not. Let's reroll. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. I'm not gonna always show everything because there's so many items. What is that? Bolt spells split into 3 directions. Nope. Companion max HP. That's something, I guess. That doesn't... I mean, obviously I'm taking it, but... Alright, well now my companions are gonna be more healthy. Yay! More aggression. Not at all. This is gonna take a while, but, you know, it'll be worth it. Oh, that was my bad. Come here. Come on, Charlie. Good job, Charlie. You did great, Charlie. I'm proud of you, Charlie. One more friends. Go on, Charlie. You got this guy, right? Teamwork. Good job, Charlie. Hey, I somehow dealt damage to him from far away. I'm trying to proc the corrosion, but... Ow. It's fine. Charlie, you got this. Okay. Friends? Nope, 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 nope. Let's roll again. Friends? Nope, 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 nope. Friends? Friend! Yay! We got a storm thingy McJiggles. Cool. We got our friend from last time. It's back. Look at that. Okay, that's gonna increase our damage by quite a bit. Friend build. Look, our friend is creating storm clouds. Oh, I'm so proud of our friend. Wait, the storm cloud is proccing the corrosion. The synergy. Oh, we are so OP now. Friends? Companion damage! Yes! Okay, and we can level this thing up by a lot too. Okay, so companion damage. Oh my gosh, could go up to 80%. Woo! Oh, we're gonna need to start bumping this thing up by quite a bit. Good to know. All right. I'm glad we got the bunch of reroll stuff. Oh, this friend build is going somewhere, people. Let me tell you. Look at those storm clouds. Thanks to my friends. Thanks to my beautiful and wonderful friends. You know, once you have good friends, everything is possible, people. Is this a secret room? Oh my gosh, that's a hard secret room to find. Monies. Friends, I will share my loot with you all. Because you all deserve it. Potion. Okay. Cool. Let's get out of here. Boss time! Oh, this boss is not ready for my friend build. Oh, we're playing these guys. We're playing this guy again. Friends! Attack! You think you can kill my friends? Do you know my friends? You do not know my... Oh, I did not see what happened there. Careful, friends! It's okay. Careful! Friend! Charlie! It's okay. Charlie! You got this! Charlie! No! I will not let Charlie die in vain. Yeah, you can go for Albert. Not Charlie. Did all my friends die? Oh my gosh, I am useless now. How am I to win without my friends? They're back! Ow. Everybody's back! Yay, they all came back for me. Goodbye. Okay, so let's get the relic first. Grant fire to the left and ice to the right. No. When using cleave, no. Total weapon attack, no. More damage, no. Drop meteors, no. That's a meteor shower, but that's not going to work for what we're going for. More experience? Give us more stuff to find. Yeah, we're good to meteor shower, but we're not going for fire damage. So, yep, let's get some more XP. I know it sounds boring, but it's the right call. All right, this stuff is really important. Ooh, that's not a good one. Let's re-roll these. We're looking for something good here. +2. Just flat +2. That seems really boring. Let's go for another one. +3. Actually, this is better. Let's just in total of +4. We're going to do this. And we're going to do this. Actually, I'm going to be greedy again. Do this. Friend here. So we have +40 damage on our companions. We're going somewhere, people. This friend build is going somewhere. This is going to be the most beautiful. We're going to create the most beautiful family. We can still find more friends, obviously. But we'll get there. Don't worry. We are going to build our family. It's going to be wonderful. We're also not going to kill this. No, we can't kill this guy. Our friends? No, but this is pretty solid. A +3 for free? Well, not for free, but you know. Boop. Cool. I'm thinking of doing straight up. Boom. Boom. There you go. +70% companion damage. All right, friendos. You better not disappoint me. More tablets. Yeah. Okay. All right, friends. Show me. I've buffed you, so show me what you can do. Ow. Good job, friendos. What do you got for me? Nothing, 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 nothing. More money. I could get more money, but that's kind of boring. Let's roll. Critical hit chance? No. Normal attacks? No. Ice bolt? No. Reroll? No. When breaking jars, a chance to get some money? No. No, no, no. Roll. Whoa, that one's insane. +1, +1, +1, and +2. That's so powerful. Let's do this. Actually, I'm thinking of doing something like this. Yeah. Boom. It's a +2 over there. Look at that. And this is a +7. Woo! My friends, you are so powerful now. Come on, buddy. You got this. Come on. Charlie and Alfred, let me tell you. What a team. Well, while they're fighting, I'm going to write a note down. Please protect me, friends. I'm counting on you. Thank you. Okay. Boop. Good job. Still killing it. Took damage, but that's all good. Taking it for the team, you know? Good job. Friend? Bolts split. I don't even know what bolts really mean. Bolt spells. Oh, bolt spells. Okay, sure. But no, we don't care about any of this. +2? Somewhere? Sure. There you go, Charlie. +2 just for you, Charlie. We're still looking for more, like, artifacts, really. These are terrible, but do I care? I'll just take this. Boop. There you go. Okay, I'm really looking for more things, though. Because right now we've got a bunch of upgraded stuff, but we don't have any actual artifacts. More dice. Or experience. Let's go for experience, honestly. Okay, MP regeneration. Dealing damage. No, no, no. Friend? 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 No friends. Let's try again. Friend? Friend? Is that a friend? No, that's not a friend. Friend? Friend? No, no friend. No friend? Friend? No friend. Okay, let's roll again. +3, +3. Oh my gosh. I mean... I think it's the right call. -1 here, but honestly, we just got so many upgrades. Fine! Just always getting the same freaking thing. I just want more friends. You know, like, is that really too hard to ask for? Oh, that was a mistake. Friends, how are you doing over there? You guys doing good? Cool. Good friends. Friends are crushing it. Oh, this is one of those big waves. I don't like these rooms. Gosh, I hate the shield. It's so hard to explain how weird the some of the lag inputs are. I think I'll try to demonstrate it when I get to my rant, but it is kind of weird. Good job, friendos. All right, friendos. You got this, Charlie. Thank you. Friend? No friend. Friend? No friend. Friend? The game looks good, but for me, it's sleep time. No problem. I understand. Yes, go enjoy your sleep time. Bye-bye. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, CT. I will see you around. Nothing is very interesting here. I guess I'll... More normal attack? That's just so boring. Reroll? Gosh, more upgrades, because I totally need them. Fine, I guess we'll do this. Oh my gosh. Give me more freaking artifacts, please. Okay, mini boss. Plus an anvil. Nice. I don't know what anvil I want, but we'll figure it out. More artifacts. Good job. Okay. Upon successfully block, gain more stuff, reduce the energy cost after battle heal, blah 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 blah. Nothing interesting. Let's just convert to a dice. Good. Okay. The last hit of the combo gains more attack thingies. I really don't care. The regular attack has an 8% chance to give frostbite. I guess I could try to do some frostbite things. Why not? Anvil. Attacks are changed to magic missile. Oh, wait, that's awesome. Wait, also change your normal attacks to be considered a dash attack. That's pretty cool. But I want a wand now. Woo! Now we can just be a full support guy and tell our friends to go ahead without me. You've got this, guys. I'll be far behind, telling you what to do. Ooh, more defense? Yeah, more defense. Plus 4 defense. Hoo la la. Okay. Oh, I destroyed a tent. Alright, this is gonna be a hard mini-boss. But you got this, frienzos. Oh, it actually works pretty well with my, with my corrosion thing now. Ah! Come on, friendos. You got this, friendos. Come on. It's so stupid. +2/+2 on different places. Why not? I'm really starting to get full and stuff here. We'll do this, I guess? Sure. Okay. Let's get out of here. Skadoodle. Oh my gosh, we're already at the boss. It's just, I have nothing. Oh, we're fighting the same boss. Well, at least this time I think it's going to be easier with the build we have, surprisingly enough. Friends, good luck. Don't mind the big... Okay, there you go. They're not attacking me. How did that miss me? Okay, well. Friends are doing great. Ooh, did I miss that? Oh, there she is. Come on, friendos. So stupid. Alright. Holy! Okay. Wow. That's powerful. Okay, well then. Okay, 6, 6, 7. Yeah, sure. Friends! Friend! No! Where's my friend build? Bolt magic homing on enemies. Don't know what that really means, but probably doesn't do much. Wait, well, how does my thing work again? Magic missile. That's not the same thing. Let's just roll. Frost relics. Inflict corrosion on enemies when performing a normal attack. The debuff that eases it. When the debuff ends, it deals chaos damage equal to the corrosive value. Does that stack? I don't think it does. Let's roll. Direct attack has a 1% chance to inflict stun. That's pretty funny. I could try to stun everybody. Sure, why not? Okay. So I have how much chance? 4% chance to stun with all my attacks. It's pretty good, actually. Get some health. Oh, I'm at full health, so that doesn't work. All right, well, let's get out of here. Let's skadoodle out, shall we? To the next level. Can't go over here, right? No. All right, third level. This is gonna be much harder. Things get a little tougher when you get to the third floor. Do you have friends for me? No. 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 Okay, no friends. Well, can't have everything, I guess. Bye. Love you. Kind of. Anvil? Let's go for an anvil. Upgrade our magic missiles to whatever. Still looking for more friends, but you know, I guess we'll do with Charlie and Albert. All right, Charlie or Albert. Again, we're at a much more dangerous spot now, so good luck. Don't screw this up. Am I dealing much damage here? No, this is not a great build, but you know, hey, at least we've got friends, and that's kind of all that matters at the end of the day, you know. Good job. All right, friends. A normal attack, chance to immediately expand a storm cloud. I'm not doing storm cloud things, so no. Let's just roll. Look for friends. If critical hit increase. Oh, gosh, I'm not playing a crit build. I guess we're doing corrosion. Corrosion. Fine. Bonk. Bonk. Attacks have a chance to... attacks change to ice. Oh, I can change to any of these things. Damage of dash attacks increased. Damage of normal attacks increased. Damage from special attack increased. Okay, well, let's do the fire then. I guess we're doing fire stuff now. What's my fire damage, by the way? I should have checked that. Okay, it's even. Everything is even. I guess we have a bunch of lightning things. I guess maybe I should have thought of that. But again, it doesn't matter. We don't care about our damage. All that matters is the damage of our friends. Now we're doing fire damage, at least. I don't think I inflict burn, though. Yeah, burn. Wait, do I inflict burn? I don't know if like I inherently have a chance to inflict burn. Hard to say. Don't know. Oh well. I could just like sit around and just like they're fighting the oozes too. Like everyone's just kind of fighting each other. It's kind of poetic. Okay. Was there a secret wall somewhere around here? No. Okay, that's fine. Mini boss for money? I don't really need money, but I do like the mini boss, so let's do it. Okay. This is so slow. might not look like it's slow, but trust me, like powerful builds are so much faster. Don't try to kill me. You know who I am? All right, build, friend build. Nope, no friends. Okay. I guess more of this stuff. Yay. Jeez. Well. I guess we'll do this. Cool. What is this? Oh, mini boss. Shoot. Should not have come here. Well, I can stun the mini boss. That's kind of cool. Charlie? Nah, get stunned. Ow. Charlie, you're back. Let's get stunned. Okay, friends, while blocking, no, and no. Gosh darn it. This friend build is not working out, huh? Guess we'll just... Magic damage? Does that mean... Wait, do I deal magic damage? I don't even know if this works, but we'll try it. This says I deal... Magic missile. Theoretically, it should be increased damage, but I don't know if it works that way. Probably doesn't, to be honest. Not that I don't believe in this game, but I just don't believe it. Oh gosh, that's a little wall. Monies! And more monies over there. Run away. Come on, friendos. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the boss with this current build. Ow, stop. This is an ooze. It's trying to kill me. Friends. Ah. Albert is pretty good at taking care of a lot of enemies at once, so I do appreciate that. Okay. Took a little damage from this stupid ooze I was trying to kill. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. Friends? Nope. What are we doing? Critical hit chance? Sure. Why not? I was really hoping I would find more friends by now, but please tell me it's not the boss. Okay, I'm still not. Next one is the boss. And these are not... These don't actually get me anything. What the frick? It's a waste of time. This boss is gonna be tough. Ow, 20 damage. Holy shrimp! What the hell? That's 40 damage I just took. Stupid ball. I'm just gonna stay in the corner and you guys do your thing, okay? Charlie. Alright, are you doing okay, Charlie? I see your health is going down, but I think you're fine, right? Yeah, you're fine. Charlie's fine. I have to remember that I actually want to deal more fire damage now. Theoretically, if I want to also contribute to the damage. Yeah. Well, I do have a lot of health. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here. Guys, good luck, okay? I'm gonna drink some potions while you guys do your thing, okay? How's it going? You guys doing fine? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, you're doing fine, right? Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. Good job, guys. Friends? Recover 1 HP when I do direct damage, but it has 1 second cooldown. I don't know how I feel about that. Cooldown speed. You know what? Let's get a different kind of friend with us. A frost spear that's gonna come down every now and then. Pew! See, that's another kind of friend. Doesn't actually synergize with our build, but, you know, it's a kind of a friend. Whee! Good job, guys. We're playing the pacifist game, pretty much. Like, well, except that we're still fighting, but theoretically we don't have to fight, you know? It's just kind of like they do their own thing, and we're just kind of like slightly contributing. Somehow it's kind of working? Somehow? Okay. Okay. Oh, let's need to write a note about something. Okay. Potion. Always nice to have. And I guess we're doing the boss fight. Yay. There we go. Hello. Space-time anomaly. Yes. No, that can't be the entropy. Well, I mean, depends. Hello. Followed me all the way here? Yeah, I did. I mean, don't. No, yep, okay, got it. Bye. So you're gonna go in that little cool little thingies. And I'm just gonna let my friends do their thing, okay? Good luck, guys. Oh my gosh, I can stun the entire boss? That's crazy. I can just stun the entire boss. That's so stupid. That attack is stupid. Okay. Okay, round 2. Friend. Okay, Albert's back. Looking good. Friend build is online somehow, doing all right. All right, one more time. Come on, Albert. Oops. 23 damage. Jeez Louise. The occasional stun from that one item I have is really good. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, you guys got this. Right? Cool, good job. Okay, well, moving on to the final area with our friend build. +1 everywhere. Sure. I don't even know how to use this correctly at this point. I guess I could do this. Or this. Yeah, sure, we'll do this. Boop! Why not? Okay. An artifact. Give me something good, please. More fire, lightning, and frost damage? Actually, not the worst thing out there, huh? That's actually not bad. I mean, it's no friends, though. Do I grab it if it's no friends? No, I'm looking for friends. No friends here. Let's try again. Magic damage. Do I even have magic? A jellyfish! A fire famine! Oh my, yes! It's the most beautiful thing ever. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, wait a minute. So you're gonna go here, jellyfish. And you're gonna go here. Okay, there we go. Actually, no, you're gonna go here. There we go. Perfect. Jellyfish friend! Yes! We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Even though we're already at the end of the fight, of the run, but we now have a jellyfish. And he's so happy to be with us. Let's go down to the final area. I guess I will be spoiling the final boss, but it's also in early access, so it's not really the final boss. There'll be more stuff to find later on. Okay, friend? Frozen egg. No. Future? No. Multi-purpose thingy-jiggles? Sure. And future? Sure? I have money, so how am I gonna do this? I can do this, but that's like... New... I'll do something like this, maybe? What if I do something like this, actually? Yeah, let's do something like this instead. This can go here. Here. 5, 4, something that has more than that. 5, 6 here. Let's do this. 5 again. That's 5, 7. Anything needs 7 around? No, it's fine. I guess this. There you go. It's better. Okay. Cool. Cool. Thanks, shopkeeper. Alright, bye, shopkeeper. Love you. See ya. How much damage are we dealing, though? With our full team. Oh, yeah. Look at this full team. It's beautiful. Tablet? I don't know. We want more artifacts. Okay, good luck, friends. This is the final area. Things do hurt a little bit here, so good luck. Gosh, we deal like no damage fully. But it's okay, because our friends deal damage, right? Right? Please, right? This final boss is gonna take forever. Okay. Good job, guys. Oh, sorry. What was I gonna say? Albert and Charlie meet, or did I say Alfred? No, it's whatever your name was. Now it's Albert officially. If that wasn't good. So Albert and Charlie meet Blob. Or Bob. Sorry, it's Bobla. Bobla. There you go. Bobla. Normal attacks deal more damage. Sure, why not? Bobla. Yeah, this is Bobla. Charlie and Alfred. Well, Albert. I forgot what I just said, but you know. Do I even need to clear more stuff? I feel like I already have everything I need, huh? You know what? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I could find in this area. And finding more money is kind of useless, so let's just move on. It's useless. Get experience, I guess. No. I don't need more levels. I'm stuffed. I'm full on levels. What the frick? Oh my gosh. Why? Why are you doing this? Why is this happening? It's so awkward. Fine. There you go. Happy? Ooh, gosh, I did not see you. I was looking at my friends, making sure that they were okay. You guys doing okay? Yeah, they're doing fine. Look at them. They're doing great. Whoop. Good job. Okay, let's move out of here. Oh gosh, he's dealing a lot of damage. Oh boy. I need to use my shield. Guys, I'm gonna leave this one to you. I don't want to take too much damage. Ah! Perfect guard. Really? Yeah, can you kill the guy that's sending all these things towards us? I don't really appreciate it. Charlie? You got this, right? Nice. Leveled up. Okay. Friend? Each time I use MP in combat, gain a barrier? No. Smoke screen? Could you smoke screen? Summon a smoke screen that allows you to evade enemy attacks 3 times. But it will disappear after after a few seconds. That sounds pretty funny. So I can do a big smoke screen to protect myself while my friends do all the work. I can't cast that yet. Oh no, shoot! It has to wait. Friends! I need you to take care of this. Ah! I was doing my shield. Help! Friends! Save me! Got my smoke screen. We're good. We're good. Don't worry. We're A-okay now that I got my smoke screen. Nothing could hurt me anymore. So we're it's all good. I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad now. Is there like a thing over there? Nope. I guess XP? Sure. Dude, I don't need more of this stuff. What the hell? Dude. What the frick? None of these work for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. I guess now you are more powerful. Congratulations. I have 2 of these things. I don't even know if these things do actually do a lot of damage or not, but I don't want to kill this thing because he's scary. Ow. Friends. Okay, I'm gonna create a cloud. It immediately disappeared. I don't like this. It's because of this guy. Kill this guy, please. Friend. Okay, good job. I mean, I did a good job, all things. You guys were not like focusing on something else. I don't know what you guys were doing up to. Okay. Oh, well, Charlie. Ow! Ow! Oh my gosh, that's so much damage. I don't like this area. I need to get out of here. Friendos, we need to get out of here. Ah. I'm scared, friendos. It's okay, I got my smoke. Ah, it's gone! The smoke cloud's gone. I repeat, smoke cloud is gone. It's okay, it's dead now. No. I don't want to be fighting anymore. Oh gosh, not this guy. I leveled up. They're trying to fight me, friends. I'm going in a cloud. Screw this. Ah! Ow! This is not going well. Friends. How? I had to evade something else. Not fair. Okay, what do we got? When using cleave, I don't even know what that is. Critical hit chance. When dealing damage to an enemy, deal an additional 4 for each debuff? Okay. That could be good. Probably. Maybe. Somehow. Not sure. Probably not. Doesn't matter. I'm low on health, friends. I don't know what to do, friends. It's a potion, though. Okay, final boss, friends. Hi! I don't know. It was the Doggy Developer. What do you think so far? Well, I'm going to talk about it in just a moment. I'm going to do my big rant on it. But so far, I really do enjoy it. But I do have a few things I wish I were a little different. But otherwise, I think it's really, really solid. All right. Final boss with a friend build. Is this going to work? I don't know. It's a pretty terrible build, but it is pretty hilarious. Hello, you no longer have to come here. Just sit and wait for oblivion. Wait, since you've come all this way, let me destroy you. Muhahahahahahahahaha. Okay. So, final boss. He's fun. Oh, wait, you can't... What? Yes, I can stun the big boy. Ah! It's all good. It's all good, friends. Just gotta stun the boss until he dies. And naturally, this is only phase 1, but we're still actually doing a lot of... Ah! Still actually doing a lot of damage for phase 1. Phase 2, baby! Great seed. Grant me strength! Brr. Okay, this section is pretty difficult. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright. Friends, we're doing great. Ah! Oops. Ow. I think he was going for something else. Friends, are you guys killing the boss or something? Oh, gosh. Where's the boss? Oh, there he is. Oh, nice stun. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think I screwed this up pretty badly. We were running out of friends. That's what was going on. Oh no! No, not round 2! Oh gosh, I can take 2 more hits. Okay. Oh my gosh, we actually survived the onslaughter. Okay, kill him. Nice! Friends, we did it! We did it, friends! You can kill me, but it's already begun. Bah! Good job, friends. I could not have done it without you. Well, actually, we're going to see the stats and see how impactful you actually were. So this is still early access, so we can't see the rest. It's all good, though. Let's move on and see how good my friends were actually. I'm very curious to see the stats here. How powerful were my friends? Golden handbell. What the hell is the golden handbell? Normal attack, mini ballista. Okay, the mini ballista did pretty good. What is the golden handbell? What was the golden handbell? What did the most damage? What the hell is the golden handbell? Corrosion actually did some pretty decent damage here. Oh my gosh. One of my friends did not do very well. Spirit powder. I don't know what the golden handbell is. Well, we've already unlocked everything, so that's that, I guess, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. GG, friends. You seem like you can actually do some decent damage. Wait, are you the golden handbell? You're the one who did the most damage? You? Really? Good job. Nice. I didn't think you actually would have dealt the most damage. Well, I'm proud of you. Looks like the friend build actually worked. Kind of. It was still pretty terrible, but... But now look, hey, we got a little thing around us. Yay! Ooh, fire damage. We could go for a fire build too one day. Alright, I'm gonna do my rant. Defeat 50 enemies with magic. I still don't really know what magic is, but okay. Alright. I'm exhausted, but I can still do the rant. Ugh. Hopefully. Ugh. I did win a run though. I do get a click. Let's do a prism probably. Actually, antimatter condensers are twice as effective. Probably is pretty solid too. Let's see, 621 go to 785. That's probably worth it, all things considered. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna have to mute the music for while I do my rant, unfortunately. Hope you can understand. I'm gonna put my notes on the side while I do this rant. Got a lot of notes for this guy. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so exhausted. I hope I can still do this rant. I should be able to, but okay. Let me see something. It's Korean. Interesting. All right, here we go. All right, Sephiria, I'm not too sure how to say it, but this game, yeah, so this is developed by Team Hooray. I believe this is a South Korean company. And I was very excited for this game when it was announced because, for those of you who don't know, this is by the people that did Dungreed. And if you don't know Dungreed and you like action roguelikes, then you should just stop this video and go play Dungreed. Dungreed is probably one of the top action roguelikes in my opinion. It is a massive hidden gem, and they've put in a lot of love and care in that game. It was a game that has been released for quite a while, and they kept on adding new more content throughout the years, including like a massive kind of DLC for free. I mean, seriously, I just really loved the way that they really cared about their games and the kind of work they did. So I was really excited to see what other game they were going to do. And here we go. Here it is. So this is currently in early access, which is pretty important to note, because I do believe there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be added, especially if it was going to be similar to Dungreed, then I expect them to add a lot to this game. Whether that's going to be the case or not, we shall see, but I really hope so. I do have a lot to talk about, so let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to start with what I usually like to start with, which are the audio visual, the overall charm and vibe of the game. So this game, if you've played Dungreed, then you know that they kind of take themselves fairly seriously, but with a pretty cute like art style. And I mean, if you just look at the hub, for instance, I mean, there's a lot of care put into it, especially with the beautiful music behind it. There's a great vibe, and there's a sense of adventure from the very start. The introduction really takes itself fairly seriously, almost like anime vibe for a lot of this stuff. And you play these little rabbit creatures, which are absolutely adorable. I love them so much. And yeah, I mean, again, the story, just like in Dungreed, has a pretty serious tone and kind of goes pretty deep, all things considered. I mean, not like crazy deep, but for a game like this, it can be a little surprising, and I really do like that. In this game, you're like, everybody gets a role, you know, like you're gonna be a tank, you're gonna be the support, you know, like without breaking the fourth wall. But then you seem to be the chosen one, and you see the future, and you see that this entire hub world is gonna get destroyed, and you're like, oh no. And the tree spirit is telling you, don't worry, you know, you can change the future or something like that, or prevent the future from happening, something in that regard. Yeah, then you have to go down and go kill the leader of the army that is apparently going to, you know, change this unfortunate realm into something much darker and sad. So yeah, that's kind of the lore. As you can see, I'm not super deep into it myself, unfortunately. I kind of lost track a little bit of it as I was just really excited about the gameplay overall, which I will be definitely talking about. But yeah, the art style, I think, is lovely. It really has its own vibe. If you've played Dungreed, then this is going to definitely be recognizable, which is cool. They really kept their own style, which I like. Yeah, not only is the art style really nice, but also the animation and there's a lot of detail put into, again, the world building, right? Each biome feels like a grand, this entire thing feels like an adventure, which was the case with Dungreed, which is awesome. This is one of the best parts of this game, similar to Dungreed, is that this really feels like an RPG experience with a lot of secrets and really cool things that you can discover. The discovery aspect is really charming and is only going to get better throughout the months, is my prediction. So that is definitely one of the the coolest parts of this game for me. And if you liked it in Dungreed, you will definitely like it in this game. The music is amazing. If you knew Dungreed's music, then you know that Dungreed's music is one of my favorite roguelike soundtracks out there. I believe they kept the same composer. I should have checked. Maybe not, but whichever, the music is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Fairly emotional at times. Very nice soundtrack that I absolutely adored, and I'm definitely going to be listening to outside of the game as well. So yeah, music is great. The sound design is also very nice, which was great in Dungreed as well. So yeah, audio, visuals, animation, VFX, all that stuff is top notch for me. The one thing I will say visually that is a bit different, that it can be a little tricky, is sometimes it can get a little messy visually. When you get to late game and you have a lot of things going on, there's not like a distinct kind of enemy projectile, right? So like enemy projectiles can be of different colors, different forms, and so do your personal projectile weapons, right? So there's no distinction between one enemy's like thing and one ally's thing on screen. So yes, you can get familiar with, you know, the different bullets, all things considered, but in general it can get a little confusing at times, especially since one of the biggest differences from Dungreed to this game is that Dungreed was a 2D side-scrolling action roguelike, while this is top-down, which is a kind of a cool, difference. They kept the same art style, but a different camera angle. Now, obviously, 2D side-scrolling is one of the easiest things to see visually. It's way easier to get lost in a top-down game, even more so in 3D games, obviously. But here, I mean, the top-down 2D is definitely in the in-between, but it does, once again, without the differentiation between enemy and allied things, you are going to get a little lost, especially when you get started, once you get to the late game portion of the run. But outside of that, yeah, audio visuals, all that good stuff, wonderful. So let's talk about let's talk about the meat of this game. Let's talk about all the gameplay, all that good design stuff in there. There's quite a lot to talk about. So first off, yeah, let's talk about the basic gameplays here. So in here, you are going to be able to collect. Let me start over. But before I move on, I do have to say, once again, this game really does focus on the adventure side of the game, like discovery, like really going from one biome to another and discovering all the boss and everything is part of the experience. So obviously, I want people to keep that in mind while, watching this video, because I'm going to be playing some footage of a run. I am not going to go to the final. I'm not going to show the final area of the game, but I am going to be showing things up to there, which is still, you'll get there fairly quickly. But I just wanted to point that out there. If you really don't want any of the experience ruined, then feel free to just listen to my voice or just play it yourself. But again, this is in early access, so there's still not everything implemented anyway. So before moving forward, sorry. Oh gosh, I'm tired. Jeez, gosh, I'm so tired. So once again, back to gameplay. So in this game, you're gonna end up having a choice of 3 weapons. You've got right here, you got your sword and shield, which is what you're gonna be starting with. And for all of these weapons, you have the same mechanics, right? You have your basic attack, which has a combo, boom, boom, boom kind of thing, right? You have your special, and the special is going to be dependent on the weapon. For this weapon, it's a shield. You can block what's in front of you. And then if you want, while you're blocking, you can also do an attack to do a big swing attack. This does use mana, and blocking also uses mana. The next thing is also going to be your dash attack. When you dash, and after you attack, you get your dash attack. So you get your dash, you get your normal attacks, you get your special, and that is, I think, everything. So there's really not that much here. Now, if you switch weapons, the big weapon, obviously, is going to feel different. A special for this guy is you charge up an attack, and then you do a big swing. But other than that, it's fairly similar. So yeah, all 3 weapons do feel, a little different from one another, but ultimately the core gameplay is very simple. And there's a good reason for it. I mean, I think it's fairly similar in Dungreed, where this is a game that tries to prioritize just a lot of build variety throughout the runs by picking up different equipment and trinkets, and that's really what's going to create unique gameplay. And I'm quite happy with that. I do want to mention that I do have quite a few issues currently with the core gameplay, but I think a lot of this is going to be able to be adjusted. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about it right now. So yeah, I want to talk about this real quick. So basically, one of my biggest issue from a gameplay standpoint currently is the way that the game deals with input delay. So right now, if we're to look at this, for instance, if I am to press the shield button, boom, it presses now, and then if I want to let go of the shield and immediately attack, it takes almost half a second before my attack happens after the shield. And same goes the other way around. If I attack and then do a shield on a... So I do an attack, and then I shield. I mean, right now it does look like it goes very fast, but during gameplay, a lot of times you're attacking and you want to immediately shield, but you have to wait for an animation to occur. A lot of my issues seem fairly similar, but when things are really active, it does get pretty messy. Same goes for, I mean, especially for the big weapon. This big weapon, if I do like a dash attack, and then I move my cursor to the other side, it's not gonna follow it at the right speed. Also, the dash attack feels terrible on this weapon, I will say. That's another detail, but yeah, terrible dash attack. So yeah, this might seem like a small thing, but I think a lot of my issues, and it's hard to explain unless you've played it, is really the input lag. Sometimes you're gonna press something and then you're gonna try to activate it, but it's not even gonna register it because you were in the middle of an action. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on the actual scenario, but I've definitely gotten into situations where it just like I was trying to like pull up my shield. Oh yeah, right there. Gosh, I mean I can't replicate it very easily. Okay, yeah, you go. If I'm in the middle of the third attack, 1, 2, here I'm pressing shield. 1, 2, here I'm pressing shield. It's almost half a second again. So again, this is a very small thing for a lot of people, but in the midst of it all, it can get a little distracting, a little annoying. And it is one of my biggest issues currently, is the fact that, yeah, a lot of different buttons, a lot of different things in this game have incoherent input buffer things. So that's something that I hope they can fix. And honestly, I haven't figured out exactly the issue for every scenario. So it's a case by case situation that I hope is just going to feel a little smoother. And this also means that this also is in correlation with the fact that hitboxes can be a little weird at times. Sometimes the dash, you have iframes, but sometimes you don't really very easily. Sometimes I dash to something and I still take damage, and I don't really understand why. And there's just a lot of these little weird tiny details, but all brought together. You're going to take some damage here and there. You're not going to be completely sure why. But that is, other than that, like, it does feel pretty good to have all these, like, to be able to attack in quick succession, especially with certain weapons. The big weapon actually is pretty fun because of the wide area you have. It does feel a little, I thought it was going to be pretty underpowered compared to other weapons, but it's actually pretty fun. Except for the dash attack. That dash attack feels absolutely terrible. But yeah, so, and for the dagger, there's a parry. There's an entire parry mechanic where you're supposed to hold on to a button. Like if you do an attack and you parry at the right time, you won't take damage. But the weird thing is that the parry is not at the blade. It's at your own hitbox, which is weird. Why is not the blade? Like, I can see the animation of it being the white thing that I want to block with, but no, like, attacks have to hit you for it to be parried. Otherwise, it just doesn't do anything, which is weird. So anyway, yeah, gameplay is pretty solid in its core, but a little finicky here and there. I hope that they just smooth things out throughout the updates. Let's talk about the actual, like, roguelike elements. So this is where things get pretty interesting. Differently than Dungreed, here there is an inventory management portion of the game. So let me reset this. So in this game, you have an inventory. Now, this inventory, you might recognize it from, like, kind of like similar things to Backpack Hero, right? So you're going to be placing certain things in your inventory, and depending on when they are, sometimes they're going to benefit from other things, blah, blah, blah. Now, the big thing in this game is that you have two different kind of items you're going to be adding to your inventory. You got relics, or artifacts, and then you've got tablets. Now, tablets are actually things that are going to increase the power level of your artifacts automatically in your inventory. So right now, I can actually get an example. So here, I started with a tablet here, and this tablet right here says that it increases the artifact level of things in this row. And so every artifact, most of artifacts will have different power levels. They can go up to like 8 sometimes, so you can really try to buff a bunch of them and they get more powerful. But those tablets also take space in your inventory, so that's the management, right? You want things to buff your artifacts, but you also want artifacts. So it's a whole thing about managing your inventory. Now, I think this system is cool, but I think they didn't go far enough to play around with a lot of these things. So for instance, you would expect that a lot of these artifacts are going to have restrictions in the inventory, and you really have to manage where to place them, and some are going to be bigger than others, but not really. About 80 to 90% of items don't have any inventory like issues. You can put them wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. There's really not that many synergies to placing things in the right order and in places. There's very few artifacts that actually do things to other artifacts around them, which I think is a bit of a shame, because you could really play around with some cool stuff. There is one artifact, for instance, for the planet build, where any planets you put around it is going to deal more damage. And that's really cool, but there's like none of them. They really don't exist other than this thing. So that's a little disappointing. I think they could have gone way further with that concept, because I think they currently, it just feels like there's just one idea that's interesting, but they just kind of like stopped at the basics of it. It can be, I mean, by the late game, it is, it can be fun to just have to like make sure that you're, you have to move your tablets around and try to buff your artifacts, but it's not as fun as other games of this genre, just because the only thing you're trying to do is just mathematically place things around to make sure that everything can benefit evenly, or like well enough with all the +1s and +2s and +3s around. It's fun. I'm not against it. I just think they could go even further, personally. The actual roguelike items, the artifacts you will find, are similar to Dungreed, where they do a lot of really cool, they have a lot of interesting designs, and they're really cool to find. There's a bunch of them. I do think they need to add way more, even though there's quite a few, but I think for this kind of game, you really want a bunch of artifacts, because even though there's a lot, every time you level up or every time you find an artifact, you get to choose from a choice of 5 of them, and you can reroll them a bunch, so you're going to be finding the same artifacts pretty often. So yeah, hopefully they add a bunch more, which I know they will. But they are cool. You've got different builds that they're trying to push. There are certain items that are specific to just certain builds. Yeah, it's cool. So currently, what I will say about the different builds is there are really 3 builds that are possible: fire, cold, or lightning build. Now, in this game, there's a lot of different items for different things, right? You'll get your crit damage, you'll get your certain little planet things, you'll get your companions, you'll get, certain items that increase your armor, blah, 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 blah. But ultimately, right now, from a balance standpoint, these are your builds, and I think they're a little too powerful, or vice versa, the other builds are just too weak. But if you go all in on the fire build, you just pick everything that has the word fire. And if you have an all lightning build, you go everything that has the word lightning. And all the other items don't really matter anymore, which is a bit of a shame. Now, again, this is at a high level for me. I've completed this game. I pretty much 100%ed the game. I mean, not fully, but currently I've been the true final boss, at least in the early access. I've been like hard mode level 10 or 11. I can go higher. So in every single time, it's just I could not beat the game without choosing an elemental build. And when you do an elemental build, it's super satisfying. But I kind of wish that there were more items that would kind of synergize with different builds. Which they tried to push a little bit, but I think currently this doesn't work as well. I kind of wish they were like, if you have fire stuff, then your lightning can do this. If your lightning stuff have that, your companions deal more damage. Your companions can increase that. Your corrosion now also inflicts fire damage, and if you have fire damage, your corrosion blah, blah, blah. I want more things to really kind of wrap around with each other, because currently it kind of does feel like, again, if I'm going for frost, only getting frost doesn't really matter what else I do, and I feel completely overpowered. If I go anything other than elemental, it is extremely hard. It's cool because there's some really cool builds. We just did a companion build, which was pretty terrible, but I did it. So yeah. So from a balance standpoint, that's something to keep in mind for me. But I love the ideas of all the relics. I think they're really cool. The artifacts. Sorry, I'm always going to say that. Yeah. I mean, again, it's similar to the first game. Dungreed, really cool designs. So yeah, hopefully they just kind of like tweak the balance on the elemental builds is what I would say. In terms of the actual level design and enemy design, so once again, right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 biomes. You always go through the same one. You go through different rooms. Each room you'll fight different enemies, and then you're gonna find certain unique events in each map. I do like the maps that have multiple rooms. There are certain times a map that just has one big room with a big wave. I don't like those as much. I think they kind of are boring. But when you get to explore the different maps, it is pretty cool. You will find secret rooms, which I think the secret rooms are done pretty well. They are hard to find, and they are very rewarding when you find them. And you will come across some pretty unique events here and there. I hope they add even more unique events, because I think this game really does thrive on the discovery and the adventurous part of the game. So I hope they're going to add even more. But I love the exploration. There are mini bosses you can fight. Currently, there's only one mini boss per biome, so hopefully they will add new ones. The bosses are pretty cool. There's currently two different bosses you can fight in the first 2 biomes. Only one currently in the 3rd biome. So I hope I'm assuming they're gonna add more. But again, more variety, more diversity. I think it's going to be really cool. But every time I found that, when I first found like my second boss of the 2nd biome, it felt awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, who are you? And it was a learning curve. So yeah. I think it's cool. Great exploration, cool events. It feels like an adventure. So that's kind of like the most important part of this game overall. Is just the fact that this is a fun little RPG adventure. When you first start playing, every time you finish a run, you'll come back to the hub and you get to upgrade the hub, and you get to do these little mini quests. The mini quests are kind of chores, but they're cute, like the guy from the village is like, oh, can you please get me water? And you go get some water, and then he's like, thank you, and then you unlock something. You're like, oh, hell yeah. So that's really cool. It kind of gives a life to the hub and the overall story and the characters. I mean, one of the coolest things for me in this game was when I got back to the hub and I got to this location here where I was like, oh, can you build this was like all in ruins, and I was like, can you help me rebuild this? And I did. And then I got in here, and then there was like this wall that was full of that was just like a little puzzle, and it was mysterious, and then I had to build the puzzle back, and then like some things started shining, and then I unlocked a brand new freaking talent tree. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. It felt like so mysterious and so rewarding to build that and to get an entire new talent tree. These kinds of things are so hard to find in roguelikes these days, and it's just so rewarding. So every time I would come back to the hub, I was just so excited to see if there was going to be something new that would pop out, a new NPC, a new event. Currently there's not that much, but I'm assuming they're going to add more and more. But even so, the first few hours were just so exciting to come back to the hub because of it. So yeah, and in the hub currently, there's a lot of content. You can play multiplayer here, which again, I have not played multiplayer. Obviously, this could be a lot of the things I say can be drastically different depending on if you're playing multiplayer or not. Once again, I just talk about this game as a single player. But there's also the hard mode you'll unlock to increase the difficulty of your runs, and one of the rewards you get from clearing these difficulties, you get more talent points, which we'll be talking about in just a moment. But you actually get pretty big rewards from clearing higher difficulty runs later on, which is great. I like having a good reason to play. I hope there's an even bigger reward at the end, but we'll see. There's also different costumes. These are your different characters you can play. They all play fairly differently. Some are pretty basic. Oh, instead of you have less health, you have more armor. Sure, you're not going to create anything too crazy. More evasion, but less crit. Whatever. But more importantly, stuff like, I don't know, this guy. You get more inventory slot, but you have less healing. You're like, okay. More fire damage, but less cold damage. Like, well, now you try to push, elemental build. Infinite dash, but you don't have iframes. These are cool characters. And every time that you beat a run with a character, you actually get a border, so you can try to 100% with every single character, which is awesome. It gives you a reason to continue. Like, oh, I haven't beaten with the red clothed cat yet, so you're gonna try to go for that build. So that's cool. Once again, you do have the right here. This is the training area. You can practice with your weapons in there, but mostly you'll get like a little tutorial the first time you upgrade these things. You have your house right here. In the house, you'll get your mirror, which you don't actually need to go into the house for it, but it's kind of cool that it's right there. And the mirror is really cool. Now, this looks very similar to Dungreed, and they pretty much did the same thing as Dungreed, which I'm not against. Basically, instead of having an entire talent tree, you're going to pretty much have talent points that you can put into different categories, and they will inherently give you stats, but more importantly, each like 5, 10, and 20 points put into them are going to give you a drastically major like mechanical change sometimes. And the cool thing is the idea of this is that it's super easy to change and reset and just adjust. You can just do this, and then if you don't like it, you can reset it and go for another one. And the reason is because each of these are kind of like new characters, all things considered. So the idea is in between each run, you're just going to be like once you're done with the run and you want to try a different build, I'm going to go for a longsword fire damage build, but I don't want to do crit anymore, so I'm going to reset this. I'm not going to go for the crit build. I'm instead going to go for the survival with a bit of the endure to get the second level of the endure, and boom. Not only do you get to choose your weapon, your character, but also the talent tree, which drastically changes certain things. So I really like the amount of customization you have from the start, thanks to the talent tree, the costumes, and the sword, the weapons. That gives you a lot, and I hope they're going to keep on adding more to it. But overall, that means that, the hub does have a few things, but I think they're going to add much more. I hope they're going to add much more. We'll see. You're right. This is currently also the tree, like for the lore thing that I was talking about. And this is actually your more traditional, just, meta progression unlocks that you're going to get. There's a lot here, all things considered. It took me 15, 20 hours to get everything. I'm not too sure, and I went pretty fast, I would say, but I've unlocked everything, and this is going to be your basic stuff. But, once again, some of those are going to be really cool to unlock in your first time around. You repair your destroyed house, you unlock the great sword, you unlock the dagger, you unlock the bridge, which that was the thing that the holes that I talked about with the arc and everything. When I first saw this as an option, I got really excited, and ultimately, again, you're just going to get much stronger. So it is definitely a roguelite in that regard. But it's very satisfying to grind, in my opinion. Now, there's also going to be like a true ending, and like the first time you fight the final boss, it's going to be different than the next time you're going to fight it, because then you get to unlock the true final ending of this particular early access. I expect them to add a lot more to like the true final encounter. If they're going to do the same thing as Dungreed, which I really hope, then there's going to be a lot of different steps to get the true ending, which for me was one of the coolest parts of Dungreed. And for me, because especially since in this game, I think it took me like 4 or 5 runs to get the true ending. I got to kill the true final boss currently very quickly. So I hope they're going to really get a whole quest to get to the true final boss. So we'll see. I expect that from them after Dungreed. So hopefully I won't be disappointed. Okay, so those were like all my general notes. Now I definitely want to talk about some more specifics. So this is going to be like kind of scrambled random stuff here and there, but let's talk about it. First, I'm going to talk about some cool little positives. I like how during combat, there's going to be some oozes that are going to spawn in every single biome. The cool thing about those oozes is that they are actually aggressive towards everybody, including other enemies. So you'll start to see like actual enemies fight oozes. And so there's this feeling of like constantly being in a battle, because in any biome there are going to be some oozes spawning and everybody's fighting the oozes, and it's just a constant chaos around you. It's a small thing, but it's really cool to see the oozes actually attack everybody and creating just a lot of chaos, especially when you have companions with you, which are artifacts that also add like a little guy that's going to follow you around, it kind of creates this like entire battle scene with a bunch of teams kind of fighting each other. Really cool vibe. I really like that. You can kill certain NPCs during runs, and I didn't even do it because I was too scared to see what would happen. Because when you start hitting certain NPCs, they have a shield, and then you can break that shield, and then there's a message that pops up and says, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because things will be different from here on out." I don't know if it was from here on out on the run or for the entire game, and I was like, I don't want to risk like a Souls-like changing my entire file. I'm assuming it's not going to be like that, but it was really cool to see that. I didn't really experiment too much with it. I did experiment on a shopkeeper, and I will say that was a dangerous move. I mean, if you've played these games or any roguelike game, don't screw with the shopkeepers is all I'll say. But hey, maybe you'll get rewarded. And yeah, then like most of the positives I've already talked about, but again, the sense of adventure, all that, the different quests you have, the different side quests. It's cool to keep track of things and to feel like you're on RPG. I like the secret rooms layout and the runs, all that good stuff I've already talked about. But I want to talk about certain things that again that I wish was a little different, or that I hope they're going to change. First off, the running. So right now in this in the hub, I can run. If I stay pressed on space after the dash, I start running. It feels great, and there's even a little slide effect at the end of the run. I love the running. You cannot run during combat. I really hate that. I really want to add the run to actual combat that slowly drains your mana. I think that would add so much more to this already very simple gameplay mechanically. And including like a dash attack at the end, like maybe a unique dash attack after the run, I think would add a lot to the combat currently. I mean, they might have to adjust things here and there, but I really miss the running because of how awesome it feels outside of combat. Another thing I want to talk about is might be a little specific, but upon having played with it more, I think it's I definitely want to talk about it. So I talked about the tablets, right? So right now I have a tablet that I start with thanks to the talents, which is great, and I also have currently the last part of the survival talent, which is very specific. It shrinks your inventory, but you can permanently imprint tablets in your inventory. That means that right now, if I have this tablet and I right-click on it, boom, it will disappear, but now my inventory will have +1 permanently for the rest of the run. So right now, if I have like this little firebolt thing, I put it here, it's increased. And I can do that with every single tablet, but my inventory is smaller. And that makes sense. I love playing with the survival talent tree just because of that. To the point where I kind of wish it was part of the core gameplay. Now, okay, not the entire thing, right? I don't want every single tablet to be inscripted, but basically, I kind of wish that in the game, during the run, sometimes you can find a room where you can just upgrade random relics. And I kind of wish that instead of doing that room would just let you inscript a random tablet in your inventory, because I think that mechanic is so cool, and you can really do some crazy builds with that talent tree, but only with that particular talent tree. And I like it so much that I wish that there was a part of it that could be found in every single run. They could always find ways to imprint certain tablets here and there. I think that would be cool. I don't think it's a mistake to not have it. I just kind of wish that it was also part of the core gameplay. Somehow. Another thing is the camera. So the camera is always centered on you, as you can see. But I kind of wish that if I were to move my mouse closer to an edge, that the camera would slightly move towards that direction. I think that would really help players be able to see where they are more clearly. It would also really help in certain bosses. It feels really bad when certain bosses have like big like explosion type of things, like bullet hells, and you have to like step back, but you can't see the boss anymore because you're too far back. There are certain bosses that do that, and I really, really wish that you could move your camera a little bit more. I think that would give a bit more flexibility visually for players, and I just think it's a bit of a missed opportunity in there, especially for certain fights. It really feels like it's missing that. A lot of boss fights I feel almost necessary if you really want to evade everything. So it feels kind of cheap that you can't just see the boss that's just too far away. Another thing, and this one's going to be a little tricky to get into, but the magic system, the MP bar. So MP bar under your health is once again used for your special ability, and that's it. And that's weird. Now, that's not completely true. You can also use it for spells. You can find Grimoires. So like right now, I have a Grimoire, right? Like because I started with a particular thing, I have this firebolt thing, and now I can do firebolts, and they use MP. But that's only if you're planning on doing a particular MP build, like fire build thing. Otherwise, it's completely useless and you're never going to use it. The problem with the spellbook things is that the spellbook things are situational, and they're not, you're either going to go for them or you're not really. A lot of them, like you would much rather build like a very specific synergy than having one random tome here and there, and then have to deal with, like casting spells. Considering that if you cast spells, you can't do your basic attack anymore. The basic attack is usually going to be better unless you're going for a magic build. The problem for me is that they're very build specific, and they're going to clutter a lot of the rewards you're going to find, because you're going to have a bunch of artifacts. So you're going to have a bunch of those grimoires. But if you're not, again, you might not care about the grimoires, and then they just take a lot of space and they just kind of feel weird. Now, again, you can use them for your special ability, but a special ability is also situational. If I'm going for like a basic attack with this greatsword right here, right, and I have an entire thing that deals like lightning damage every time I do like a basic attack, then the special takes forever to build, and also you have no iframes during this thing right here. No iframes here, which is super dangerous. Now, don't get me wrong, if it works out and you have a special attack build, then you get really rewarded and it feels good, but that once again means that if you're not going for grimoires, you're not going for special attacks, which are very situational, you're never using your MP. I think, and I wouldn't know how to fix this, but currently I feel like the MP is either you use it or you never, ever, ever use it. Including for the shield. I mean, the shield, yeah, you can use this to block things, but the blocking doesn't feel great. Similar, I mean, this is part of the issue I was talking about with the input buffer. Every time you block something, there's a little moment of where your character just takes a hit and can't act and do anything. So it doesn't feel great to block, in my opinion. And yeah, I kind of wish that just was done differently somehow. That MP could be used for more things. And ultimately, I'm going to be honest, if people could just, if you could just run during combat and that uses MP, then every single build would use MP. Because currently, if you're not going for grimoires, if you're not going for special abilities, you're never using your mana. But everyone would always want to run, so I feel like that could be an easy solution, a little bit at least. But yeah, I gonna be honest, I tried the grimoire builds. They're just so specific, and it did not work for me. Maybe they do in a multiplayer setting, but yeah, they just feel a little awkward a lot of time. I think a lot of the MP usage thing feels awkward, which means that a lot of items are kind of useless for me, because a bunch of items try to give you some MP regeneration, max MP every time you use MP, blah blah blah, but I just don't care for them. And I've been doing very well not using them, going for the elemental builds, which just seem so much more powerful. So there's a little balance issue with the fact that not only are elemental spell builds too powerful, but in return, MP usage is just not rewarding enough, in my opinion. a couple final little notes here and there, very specific on that regard. On the very final map, without any spoilers, you're going to be encountering more ways to get money, and you're even going to get like rewards for like money for treasure chests, but there's never a shop before the final boss. So it's completely useless. So you can get a room reward that's all money, but you will not need that money. So I just think that they just kind of like, it's just probably just an oversight on that end, because it's just completely useless. And the other is a very late game. Once you have unlocked everything, the currency called Sapphire, which is what you used to build your talent tree, is completely useless right now. I don't know what I can use this for anymore. There's a very specific event that you might encounter where you can use Sapphire for a benefit, but other than that, I kind of wish there was something I could use my Sapphire on, even if it's just cosmetics or something to, something cool for the hub, because currently, I mean, it's not a big deal because I just 100% of the game right now, so, I played the game. That's cool. But I kind of wish, once you've completed everything, you can at least use your Sapphire for something. That's minor, but, just want to put that out there. So yeah, overall, this is a very promising game. I mean, does it compete with Dungreed right now? Not yet, but I think with some tweaks here and there with the balance stuff, somehow if they can deal with a lot of the input buffering shenanigans that I struggle, that I don't love, making things feel a little smoother, making specials feel more interesting, potentially running during combat, just a way for me to use MP more content, and of course a lot of like secrets and more discovery, adventure, and RPG elements that will show me the true ending that I have to work for by having to complete a bunch of quests before I can find the true final boss. If I can get there, just like Dungreed for me, then yeah, this could definitely become a classic for me. So, but as an early access right now, it's very enjoyable. If you do want to wait for the full adventure experience, then I would recommend maybe waiting a few more months. But as is right now, I think this game is really solid. Very good time. Yeah, if you like action games, if you like Dungreed, then definitely put that in your wish list or give it a try. But yeah, that's about it. Yo, Darter, what's up? Oh, don't worry. You know what? I'll do one more run, even though I'm tired. Oh man, I'm so tired. I hope my rant was not awful. Well, not awful. I'm sorry. Wait, even when I talk right now, I know it's awful. I'm just like, I just feel so out of it for some reason. I feel like I was rambly. But no, Darter, if you're still here, I'll definitely do one more run, because I was planning on doing like an actual hard run by playing a really powerful build. What's happening? Remember Dungreed? Yeah, you know Dungreed. Remember the game with the food mechanic that was really cool? Spoiler alert, there's no food mechanic here, but there's some really cool mechanics. Yeah, it's their next game. So, I'm gonna try a big weapon fire build, I think. I'm gonna try a fire build. So, we're gonna play on the highest difficulty. Mobile rip. So, I need to get to tier 12 for the next reward. So, let's increase enemy damage. Let's increase their HP. Let's increase, their armor. We can healing. Merchant costs more. Increase trap damage by a bunch. Same artifact only activates the combo effect once is whatever. No, okay, I need 2 more. We can healing even more. Okay, so we have 30% less healing. Merchants cost more. Do not take damage from traps. Increase enemy damage by 16%. Their HP by 25%. When enemies have super armor, they are really annoying. Cool. Now, we are playing the fire costume. So we're going to play with the fire character. Let's take a look at our build here. So what do we want to go for? We could go for the inventory shrinking build, which I do find really solid. Definitely considering doing that. More HP, and then we can start with 5 here to get the foundation tablet. And then I could potentially get another one somewhere here. Increase critical damage, no. Acceleration. Luck, I don't really care for. I think I'm going to go for more attack speed and a dash. And yeah, let's do that. Okay. So we got everything. We have a little fire spell that I'm probably not going to be using too much past the beginning. Here we go. So this is the highest difficulty. So I haven't beaten this difficulty yet, but I've been able to complete the difficulties pretty consistently. We are looking for fire stuff. Everything we're looking for is fire related. So if we can find that, that'd be great. And again, we're playing with the big weapon. And ooh, I don't know why he wasn't stunned there, but it's okay. Early game, if you take damage, it's not a huge deal because I do get a lot of health back from leveling up, thanks to some of my permanent progression stuff. Okay. So again, early on, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. The one thing about our big sword is that we do not have a way to block, which is why I'm pretty happy that we went for the increased dashes, because we're going to need them. Okay, so let's look for fire stuff. Increased max HP, MP, lightning damage, direct attack critical is increased. When entering another floor, gain a buff that increases movement speed by 10% and attack speed by 10% for 30 seconds. That's not bad. Is that worth taking, or should I reroll? Let's not be too greedy with the rerolls right now. I'm also going to I'm going to leave that like there. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so we're not going to go too crazy with our rerolls early. It's all right. It's not going to be part of our final build, but, you know, it's something. Let's go down. Let's go for the anvil. Try to find some cool fire damage here. Okay, so we have the buff, so we have to hurry. Oh, this is a big room. Okay, so again, right now, our build is not going to look like anything. But eventually we will. Boom. We still got the buff right now, which is quite nice. How's the audio, by the way? Nice. Bonk, bonk. Okay, leveled up. And screw you. Oh, I missed. Alright. I actually have the demo for this game installed and just haven't played it. Oh, sick. Summon a jellyfish that deals fire damage. I mean, sure. Yeah, you can join me, jelly for it. We are going for fire stuff, so. Okay, we're looking for fire damage. Increase normal attack damage, but reduce dash attack. I mean, I don't care about dash attack for sure. Double the recharge time of special attack, but whirlwind. Oh, but increase normal attack. Let's go for increased normal attack damage, but reduce the dash attack. I don't care about the dash attack. I think the dash attack is terrible. So we deal plus 20%. So we have a club now. Lovely. Mini boss. Oh, but we don't have a thing to enchant. But let's do mini boss. I guess I could enchant my buddy, all things considered, if need be. Oh my gosh! No way! Did I just find a... I just found a... I just found a potion that increases my fire damage permanently. That is extremely lucky. Oh, I can't drink that. Well, yeah, actually I can drink that. Wait, can I drink that? There you go. Drinky, drinky, drinky. Bloop. Good job, Jelly Boy. Okay, Screw you. Nobody likes you. Okay. Ugh, no. That's your opposite. Ugh, look at all these spells I don't care about. Let's reroll this. Sure. We can do... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it like that. Cool. Ooh, these are some good buffs, I will say. Mini boss coming up. That's fine. We can deal with the mini boss right now. Just throw some fireballs while we're at it. Okay. What do you got for me? Max MP, I don't care. Each time you use MP in combat, getting a barrier, don't care. Box for stuff, don't care. Corrosion, don't care. Dash recovery, don't care. Let's reroll this. Frozen touch stuff, don't care. Max HP, don't care. I guess we're taking another thing to improve something. Alright. Okay. +3 here, so we're gonna remove this here, move that here, move this here. Okay, fine. Our jellyfish is getting more powerful, at least. Good for you, buddy boy. Proud of you. Okay, well, I guess the only thing we really know we're gonna keep is our jelly friend, so let's increase your jelly friend. Jelly friend, you are very powerful now. I expect wonderful things from you. You're gonna be staying with me for the entire run. Ooh, roots! Okay, let's look for fire stuff. Alright, build definer. Fire, 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 fire! Companion? No. No. Acquired to nest? No. Fire. Dash count? No. Planet stuff? No. Defense? No. Reroll. Companion? No. Frost? No. Lightning? No. Come on, you're giving me all the other elements. Shoot. I could do 7 damage here. Elementalist, but I don't know. Reroll. Damn it! Really? I got all the elements. I got everything except fire. Man, that sucks. I guess we'll get 10 freaking dice. That's such a shame, man. That is so annoying. We just missed out on our build thing. Oh, this guy. What's up? You're going down. Oh, I'm so sad we didn't get a fire thing. I hope that's gonna be... I hope our build is still doable at this point. Missing out on that is massive. Alright, bud. No! No! Don't die, buddy boy. My jellyfish. No, my jellyfish. No! How dare you? Ooh, that was risky, but I have to remember that I am playing on higher difficulty. I have to be a little careful here. I don't actually have great ways of healing. My jellyfish is back! Bah! Not bad indeed. Try blocking this. Alright, make a move. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so +3. Let's get that. Boom. And then artifact. Something good. MP regeneration. Attack speed of burn. Okay. That's good. That's really good. For our burn stuff. Everything's gonna be burning, people. Everything's going to be burning. Okay. Up. Alright, woodlands. Let's find fire stuff. Shopkeeper. Shopkeeper. What do you got for me? Oh yeah, everything costs more, I forgot. I might just buy this. This thing is just so strong. I'll keep it for later. I don't need it right now, but... Okay. And here we go. Anvil. Yeah, let's go get our anvil again. I wonder what the club upgrade is. Nothing here. Let's not forget, we are stronger right now. We have to go kill things. I'm not dealing like fire damage right now with my main attack is a problem. There is going to be a way to do that. Oh, I fell in the water. Burn! 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 Okay, fire stuff. When an enemy with a burn status dies, it explodes. Yeah, whatever, fine. Don't really care for it, but I hate things that trigger on enemy death because it doesn't matter for bosses most of the time. But it does give us fire stuff, so. Good job, Jelly. Boom. I have to look for secret rooms too. I have to remember to look for those. Okay, so we are here already. Let's go over here. Anvil. Increase critical damage. That the target attacks the target and inflict wound. Deal 8 chaos damage every second for 10 seconds. Increase the critical damage of direct attack. I'm not going for crit, so I guess we're going destroyer. Okay. Well. Oh, secret room. I'm gonna level up. Nice. Oh, I'm seeing something. Summon feathers in combat that fly at one nearby enemy and inflict burn. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. +5 fire damage. We're getting there. Let's go this way. I forgot. Can I actually... No, I always get the level here. Okay. When performing a great sword swing, create blazing field within a radius of 2.5 tiles. Or, actually better... you know this is actually cooler. Well, actually, I don't know. No, let's take it. Let's take it. That sounds cool. Okay, so now I can actually play around with this a little bit. Okay, so now we have like a fire thing when we do a big thing. That makes sense? There you go. Look at that. There we go. Yes, the fire build. Boom, boom. You're gonna die. Oh gosh, it's not over. It's okay. Fire everywhere. Low on MP, so I can't do my fire thing, but I mean, it's just an extra little thing. I'm not gonna need it. Oh, this thing! This thing is cool. Whirlwind range is increased, and upon defeating 40 enemies with Whirlwind, I transform it into the Absolute Ring, which is a crazy thing. Sure, let's try it. So, yeah, okay, we're gonna try that. Okay. So we have to kill... No, we have to focus on trying to kill enemies with my Whirlwind thingy McJiggles. Mini boss? No, let's do tablet. Okay, so we have to focus on trying to kill things with our Whirlwind to transform the item. Okay. We're at 3 people killed already. It's gonna take a while. They don't really have a good build for this, but we have 4 killed. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll try, but I don't think it's gonna work. All right, level up. Physical attack, total MP stuff. Let's roll. We'll fire stuff. Thunder armor is amazing for the thunder build, but we're not going for that. Nothing of importance here. There we go. Fire damage, meteor. Let's do meteor. Drops 1 meteor near the player that deals a bunch of fire damage. This one's also really good, but we're gonna go do this one. And I'm gonna replace this thing with it. So now we have a bunch of fire stuff. Beautiful. Check out all those fires. Meteors. No, there you go. Yeah, I might just not go for the full special thing. It's just way too much work, and it's not really worth it. It doesn't like it didn't really pay out much like last time I did it. Come on, do it. Like 6. It's just not worth it. Oh well. Get meteored. Ooh, when direct attacks, when you do a direct attack, you have a chance to burn the enemy. Yes. Let's do it. Okay. Another thingy. +1 everything. Yeah, sure. You can do +1 on a bunch of stuff. Let's go. Oops. Let's go do it here. Let's actually do it here. There you go. This. I don't really need this. Yeah. +2 here, +1 here. We're not gonna care about this eventually, so. Can get out here. Okay. This way. What is this event? Reduce current HP by 33%? I've never seen that. That's awesome. That's cool. More burn stacks? Hell yeah. Alright, I need to upgrade this thing.
Wants to give blood, come to me. We bat cannot live without blood. We survive on donation from other animals, but we don't take it any devious ways. We bat value honor. If you donate blood to us, we will reward you accordingly.
That's cool. Okay. Boss time. Hopefully it's the easy boss. Easier boss. Okay, yeah, it is the easier boss. Cool. Hello, oink boy. How dare the Tartar come here? Get moving. See, I wish I could move the camera here Like I could actually see the boss. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, right, third one. She's focusing my little guy. No. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got the sword. +2, +1, +1, +1, +1. So good. And if current HP is lower than 30, no. No, 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 no. Let's reroll. Physical damage, it's whatever. Crit, frost, duration of all buffs applied, no, thank you. Let's reroll. Burn extra damage. That's what we'd like to see. Okay, so now let's think about positioning here. How are we positioning all this? I'm thinking something like this. It's actually not too shabby. I'm gonna do it. Cool, so now we have a bunch more burn stack, burn extra damage, and attack speed of burn. So now we just want to apply a bunch of burn, which I think we can. Do our meteors actually inflict burn on an enemy struck by the meteor? Perfect. Cool. All right, third world. Library. Okay, do you have anything for me, sir? Wow, I could double stack on that. Attack speed of burn? That's stacking attack speed of burn seems pretty great. Let's do it. Now burn stacks like is gonna be crazy. Wait, let's see how it feels. 32. Oh my gosh. Holy shrimp. Oh my gosh, that's so much damage. That's awesome. Okay, sapphires I don't need. Let's get some more money. Still need more ways to apply burn, I think. It's okay, we're doing good damage, but not like fantastic damage considering that we've been pretty lucky with our build so far, so I would expect a little bit more. Also, yeah, we didn't get very lucky. Well, we didn't get very lucky with the like full build thing, right? Like we just got like a bunch of rerolls, which is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not amazing. We were looking for like the fire build thing, you know. Deal 4 fire damage when inflicting burn, and more burn stacks. Boop. We actually need more tablets now, which is rare with this build. Usually, you don't go for that many tablets, but. We're getting a bunch of health, potions, but again, potions are not going to be as useful. Okay, tablets. There we go. All right. Let's go over here. These guys are actually super easy to deal with. They look scary, but they're really not. Okay. That's just nothing. Okay, we're actually looking for something good here. These are bad, so let's reroll. There you go. That's pretty good. So let's do something like that, I think. So now this needs to... I mean, this thing doesn't really matter. It's not a priority. +3 here. More damage when people get burned. Faster fire damage. This thing, again, it's like whatever. It's good, but it's not an imperative, right? So, cool. Okay. I mean, honestly, like my jellyfish is just grabbing a bunch of aggro, which is pretty useful. Upon attack, no, don't care about health, don't care about storm, MP. 3 things is like whatever, nah. Magic damage, frostbite, no thank you. HP, nope, nope, nope. Chance to inflict fire when I attack. I wish I had a better build. I wish I had a better weapon for that, but it's still something. Burn! Cool. Alright. Okay, that's the exit. I feel like I missed a secret room somewhere, but what can you do? Mini boss. Oh man, with the enchant, that's kind of like goes kind of against what I'm trying to do. Because I don't need enchant, considering that I can just get tablets with my build, right? It's still worth it for the mini boss. You kind of just want to inflict like frost on everybody, and then just kind of move on. Damage there. You got him? You got him? Nice. Double checking on the secrets. No secrets here. Moving on. Oh shoot, that's already a boss. Okay. Nice. Cool. Woo! Decided to stop working for like 10 minutes for that was cool. Oh no. Well, our phone build phone build. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. Our burn build is going great. So doing great so far. I don't need a third one of those. I don't need a third one of those. No. No. Yes. Just flat fire damage for fun? Sure. Yeah, let's get more levels. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. The jellyfish. I don't care if the jellyfish I don't care if the jellyfish dies quickly. So, yeah, this go. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you, beautiful. Hey, I was trying to dash. Good damage. I'm gonna heal. Again, the heal is very minimalistic because of our because we're playing on Heat 12. I'm gonna call it Heat. Okay, let's level up. Let's level up this. There we go. Was there a secret room here? Nope. Not finding those secret rooms, huh? Ooh, the evade. Go, go. No, my jellyfish! Is this the exit? Yeah. Alright. Boss time? Yeah. Okay. We're doing pretty well. It's a decent build. Oh. Okay, this fight. Oh, I need to hurry. My debuff is going down. How was that not? Like how? What? How did I not evade that? Let's heal. Ooh, that was what I done. Okay. Ow. No, my jellyfish! Okay. I took a bit of damage. Hopefully I should still be able to pretty much go back to full health-ish. Close to full health, at least. Get our artifact first. Duration of all debuff inflicted on enemies. Wait, that's really good. Oh, these are not good. Okay. Okay. Let's think about what's the priority here. This one I don't really care for. So let's do something like... Oh, this is plus 5 here. Damn. What is a plus 5? This, but I don't really care about this being a plus 5, huh? I think I'm just gonna waste 1 point here. Oh, that's right. You're always plus. I see. Let's do this. I don't care about the great sword thing. Yeah, I think I'm just wasting an extra point here. I don't see another 5 that I would need. There's not a 5 that I'm not using, and there's this one, but I don't think or in this one, but I don't care for much for those, so I'm just gonna skip those. Heal. Full health, nice. And let's get out of here. Can I do this final boss with the... Oh, wait, I haven't seen this. Okay. Interesting. All right, final area. Oh my gosh, yes, it's beautiful. Where is my shopkeeper? Alright. This is the final shopkeeper. So... let's buy a potion. Let's buy the trick, which does reduce the power level of some stuff, but not everything. Let's just do this. Can't buy this one, right? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Boop, boop. Plus 3 here. Plus 1. Let's put the plus 1 on this, I guess. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Thanks, bye! Do I need more tablet? I mean, I guess the other ones don't matter, so yeah, sure. Okay, this area can be really dangerous. This is where you can take a lot of damage. Okay. Let's roll. Attack speed. Attack speed? Wait, attack speed is really good. Because a lot of my attacks can inflict burn. Yeah, that's right. Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, sure. That's fine. I guess we should continue exploring for that tablet, huh? I'm trying for the final floor. I'm trying not to stay there too much because again, it gets really dangerous. You take damage so easily. There are some enemies in here that are just brutal. Okay, cool. But I do want to get the tablet, so. Okay. The meteors are just dealing so much damage, by the way. Tablet? Nice. Okay. Cool. Future. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to do something like this. No, wait. Wait, what if I do something like this? Okay, I'll do something like... Do I need a 6 anywhere? No. I don't need another 5. Wait a minute. I want to get this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh yeah, wait. I know what I'm gonna do. Gonna do something like this. I think. Let's try this. Okay, so now 3 here, 4 here, 2 here, 1 here, 3 here. I don't care. Well, actually, the blazing does give me more fire damage. Okay, let's do that. 1, 1. Cool. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nice. All right. Let's move on. Dice. Artifact. Let's get an artifact. This guy's dangerous. Yep. This guy's very dangerous. Oh my gosh, double hit. Yeah, I don't deal damage fast is the thing. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I already have 2 of those. Don't care about any of those. I need more power? What would I increase? This? I don't really care about more. Fine. Oh wait, actually? Fire missile? No. Fine. Another one of those. Another 15% chance to, Ooh, hello. I'm not gonna try to kill this guy. He's going to whoop my butt. More fire damage. Let's do it. And I could increase the damage of that, but we'll figure that out once we get to the final boss. Tablet? Yeah, it's got a tablet. Now that I have an extra relic that I want to upgrade, yeah, we can go for that. feel like the meteors are doing like so much work right now. Ooh, that was lucky. And poorly played. Good job. These guys are easy. Is the other big guys are really dangerous. Okay, these guys are also dangerous. Oh gosh, there he is. Ah, frick. I saw him too late. Level up is really helpful here. Okay, yeah, let's get more. Okay, let's think about this. This is tricky. Oh, I can do a +3 here. No, it's the entire row! I didn't realize it was the entire row! Oh, shoot! I thought it was only above it. Wait, what? Did I... How did I... I really thought it was only above it. I don't know. I play out too fast. It's okay. It's okay. Let's do this. So 21 plus 18, 20. Yeah, okay. Plus fire damage. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Oh, gosh, no, not this guy. Kill it. Kill it with fire, literally. Ow. I took so much damage. Holy macaronis. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what's happening, but it looks interesting. Yeah, that's the idea. Woo! I got an oath. Do I even need an oath? What do I need? Where do I need increased stuff here? I mean, oath is just so good. I don't even know where to position this. Something like that? Sure. I probably could have done a better job at that, but we're just a little too lazy to figure this out. Is there a 4 somewhere? That 4 is too good. 3. Okay. Alright. Okay, final boss, I think? Yeah. Alright, final boss. Let's now let's make sure we position our stuff for a boss fight. So we want all this stuff for sure. Duration of all debuffs. We don't care about that. We don't really care about that. But we don't have anything to replace it with. What's the thing we really don't care? This we don't care. This is completely useless. When an enemy dies, they explode. We don't care about that. We also don't care about this because it's too late now. So we have a +2 here. So I guess we could give it +2 to here. Everything else I think is about the same here. So yeah. There we go. Let's drink a potion. And boss fight. Okay, this boss fight at a higher level is pretty dangerous, but nothing too crazy. I feel like we do deal good damage to... Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do a dash attack. Oh, I thought it was just 2 attacks. Shoot. Yeah, that fire damage is just... Okay, this is where things get dangerous. Without a shield... Oh, gosh. I still don't know how to evade that thing. I have no idea how to evade this thing. I should be able to stack enough, like, fire damage. Where I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, the fire damage is just too good. It just deals so much damage. Like, compare this to the companion run that I did. And this is, like, way higher level. And I'm annihilating them with the fire build. Sapphires that are completely useless. And... bada beam, bada boom. Let's see some stats. Let's see some stats. Let's see some stats. More sapphires. Burn did all the damage. Normal attack was next. The red snake eye. I think that's my... those were my meteors. Okay. Wow, the meteors also did apply a lot of burn. Hey, you know what? Look at that. The jellyfish did better than my special attack. The flame blade thing didn't do anything. Wound was completely useless. Good to know. We're not going to go for that anymore. Phoenix wing. Again, that just applied more burn. Is that a click? That is very much a click, yes. Again, we are 100% here, so there's nothing I think that I can upgrade. It's hard to see visually. So I think that's everything. Yeah. Nice! That's an extra click. And that's another... so now I have the final... I think that's it, right? I think once I've gotten through that, I've gotten all of them. Yep. I just need to do level 15 to get my final talent. And I think that will allow me to get 34, 35... 2 of these things. That's awesome! Oh man, that's gonna be really powerful. So now I just have to do let's do like this. Honestly, I could just increase enemy HP because like I just deal so much damage. Attacks, enemy movement and attack speed during combat is dangerous, but it's fine. We can healing effects, increase merchant cost. Oh, increase trap damage. Okay, so that means I could do less by maybe less attack speed. Ooh, wait, no. Yes, that could be okay. That could be my next hard mode, huh? And we got another costume done. Woohoo! It's like half of them done already. Man, doing the skeleton at high level sounds really hard. Oh, also, you get a special character if you have, if you purchase Dungreed. Which, yeah, it's marketing stuff. I'm down for it. It's cool. It's cool. Infinite dashes! Infinite dashes! It's unique. No, it's a completely unique character. All the costumes are unique characters. You have +1 dash, more dash recovery, but you have less cooldown. It's a completely unique character. But again, there's a bunch of these, and they're not super. A lot of them are not super impactful. That kind of sucks. I know, but like to be honest, it's. They're not like crazy unique characters, all things considered. It really doesn't change that much. It's like a little thing. If it was like the Red Fox, where it really changes everything, that would be another situation. But yeah, I think it's fine. I agree. Usually, I'm not an advocate for that, but yeah, I agree. I am not an advocate for these kind of things, but the characters are not super impactful in this game, so. I mean, at least most of them are not. But yeah, in general, please don't do that. Ooh, okay, so I am so insanely exhausted for no particular reason. So I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna eat and then go to bed. And the next Rogue-A-Thon I'm going to do is going to be Sworn, which is just a copy-paste of Hades. in so many ways, but hey, Hades is a good game, so it'll be interesting to talk about that. I will not be doing a Blueprints Rogue-A-Thon. I don't think... I mean, I will talk about Blueprint, but I'm not going to make a Rogue-A-Thon about it, because I don't think it's fitting for a Rogue-A-Thon. Oh, I need to go. I can barely talk and figure out what's going on. Oh, the click. Thank you. Jeez. 5.8. I think that this is the last thing we're doing, and then we're going to go Legacy. Should I get a prism? Yeah, I'll get a prism. $789. Sorry, 785 to 839. Good. All right. I'm not sure when I'll be back. Probably sometime next week. I'll be more awake by then. But until then, thank you all so much for joining me. I'm gonna go eat and alright, I'm out. Thanks everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.